Alright, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a good day. I am setting up. Sorry, I'm a little behind. So give me just a few minutes. I am doing well. Little tired, little stressed. But I'm relaxing. I'm good. Hopefully, this stream more than likely will make me feel a little bit more relaxed. 3 minutes late. I mean, it is what it is, right? So, I'm gonna have a few other content creators that I normally hang around with that is gonna be hanging out and helping me out in answering any of you guys' questions related to the SHINRYU /FR era that is gonna be dropping very, very soon. So if you start hearing different voices, don't it's other people. Can't English. So give me just a few minutes and I will get ready. What's up, Beyond? What's up, Founder? Been waiting for 3 minutes. I'm sorry. I know, I'm a terrible YouTuber. Go ahead, unsub.
Simply delicious.
Simply what? Wait, what?
Today you're in
second. I am still setting up. I practically got home like 20 minutes ago. Baby's in bed. Which, by the way, I will be, in and out every 15 minutes just to check up on him because he is asleep. So, chat. Just letting you guys know as well.
Baby's already a grown man.
Oh, Lord, we have to be comedic relief. All right.
Yes, be my relief.
No.
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 I can be comedic relief. I'm not going to be your relief. That's what you have your wife for. I'm touche, sir. Yeah. I am not a side piece. I am a main piece.
Well, apparently you've been calling yourself a side piece, so I don't know what to tell you on that one.
No. Your YouTube comments have been calling me the side piece. I don't know what that's been going on there, but...
Oh, okay. All right, let's ask chat. Chat, is Kaiden Cortez, the guy who does the Should You BT Plus videos with me, is he my side piece or is he my friend? Because he's apparently my side piece.
Yo, listen, chat, before you answer that question, please remember, if you were looking at a lot of his videos, in his comment section, they're just like, they got a weird romance going on. It has been confirmed, or apparently it's been stated that it's been confirmed. So.
Somebody said one eye Pope.
You're not going in the basement? What?
No, he needs a better mic.
Oh, my
yeah,
goodness,
you're right.
As soon as you want, you are more than welcome to buy it for me. I will not tell you no, but I will sit here and say I have pride.
Somebody actually said side chick.
Oh no! No, anything but that, man.
Alrighty. So this stream is, for me to clear, catch up on content, which I kind of semi caught up on my out account. The only thing I got to do left is Transcendence. But since the Shinryu era is pretty much right around the corner after the King event drops, I figured I'd go ahead and, kind of do a stream. And for those who are watching back on this stream, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. But this is more so for those who are still, like, wondering about stuff, or, asking about, like, weapons, or just, like, in general, like, what the new era is going to be about, etc., etc.
Really? Already in Shinryu, huh? We're almost already in Shinryu.
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
I agree with Jason.
Wait, what'd you say?
Use nothing. I'm reading your chat. Your chat is very fun.
So I'm not fun? Damn. Screw you. You ain't my side piece anymore.
Oh no. Anyway.
Time for a new assistant.
Time for a new assistant. Oh no.
Let's see here. I agree with Jason the side. Gonna miss a Lufenia Plus? I mean, you'll have Lufenia during the Shinryu era. Does that count? Let's see. Who's the best FR character and why is it Braska? Oh man, Braska's the best character
boy.
because
I love how blind Joy got that second.
What's up, Blind?
Dude, that was totally a coincidence. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
So, yeah, no, Braska, best FR unit ever. You don't have to pull for anybody else but Braska.
All right, legitimate question. Who's the best one?
Listen, if you're gonna be running Braska, please run Lulu.
Dare LB if you're gonna run Braska, please.
For your own sanity, if you run Braska, you will need either Lulu or Ignis, and you're gonna need them either as calls or in the party. And I don't know if you realize this, but FR boards are a thing.
FR enhancements, sir.
Sorry. And FR enhancements are a thing. You want them to be able to really be able to contribute to the FR gauge. And if you have one character that can hit the FR gauge and you have characters that just keep building fives, it's not going to be a good time for you, I can promise you.
Does Lulu's LD call count? Her LD is party white, ain't it?
Her LD call and her call puts fire enchant on each unit. So
okay. Yeah, via buff, right?
Yeah,
it's a
buff.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it kind of counts unless that mess gets dispelled, then you kind of screwed you screwed yourself over.
Well then. Yes, beat up the Cactor full team of Orin, Leon, and what's this?
Oh, it's because I was doing co-op on JP, which my out I need to finish doing co-op, which I ain't got much left.
You gonna delay the death of this?
Look, I don't want the Cactor touching me. Let's see. Put the other guy in the basement. Damn. He just came to the bedroom. Wait.
Oh. What?
Wait, hold on. He just got his own bedroom. No.
Something happening here, bro.
Look, I did not consent to this shit. I'm sorry. I did not consent to any of this.
Look, it's been a long day for me already. Like, I've been up since like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. All right, leave me alone.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if you're just inviting me in there, it's like, yeah, no, you must be tired.
Shut up, leave me alone. All right, questions. Let's see what do we got. Level up FR weapons. Exactly how many power stones? The regular power stones is 120. Is it? No.
No, it's 240, I believe.
Okay.
240 for regular, and then it's like 12 for a max up.
That's okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's 240 regular power stones to convert them to high power stones, and you need 12 high power stones to max out an FR. If you get dupes, then fantastic, because that'll help you, use less of your high power stones or regular power stones.
That's why dupes are good. If it's a character you really want the FR for, then going for dupes is really good.
I feel like everyone should mention that because I know a lot of people are like doom and gloom for how much resources they need to max out an FR.
But that's the thing. In JP, shortly after, like at the beginning of it, it was kind of tough. But at the later portion of it, they just started to hand out stuff with a couple of the rewards that you got for completing Shinryus or like getting a lot of stuff. So they hand you a lot of different items to really just be able
which
to,
it wasn't like that
optimize
at
or
beginning
really
global.
upgrade your gear.
Yeah, I mean, not beginning global, but beginning JP. Like, if it wasn't for the community actually like saying something like, hey, like you're dishing out all these FRs for us to pull, and it's just like we ain't got enough resources to max them out. So it's like you kind of need to give us other ways to get them. Then that's what, because I think it took them maybe about 2 months for them to finally implement them in like checkerboards, events. I mean, as of late, it just feels like they've been like handing out like at least 12 at the beginning of the month to max out an FR too. So like via like Twitter campaigns or whatever campaign is going on too. So that's been helping out a lot.
For sure. And Lost, here's a question for you from a VC. How much FRs do you have, more or less?
That's a damn good question. Let me look. Hold on, my outs or my main?
Oh, I'm sorry, Stimpy.
How about both?
Shut up!
Let's ask the elves this time.
All right, let me check my main.
And then on top of that, tell us how much of them is fully duped.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay. All right, hold up. I got you.
It's a lot of power stones.
Well, I imagine he's gonna have tons of FRs, but I feel like we should just tell everyone that they might get a lot of FRs because it's the same rate as LDs, but they're not gonna have resources to max every single FR they get.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the best part about FRs is that the moment that you get them, they are stronger than your EXs. So if you do get one, you can actually put them on a character.
So on
Right,
my
for
out
sure.
account, fully maxed out, I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 maxed out. And
Oh,
then, what do you call it? Ones that are not maxed out, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. So 23 plus 4.
That's a decent number, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then my main account I know has more.
Your Giga Whale main, yeah, we know.
Shut up.
Yo, listen, it's for the content, man. He swipes the card only for the content. It's only for us.
So yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm free to play. What do you mean?
Free to play?
Free to play,
Okay,
yeah, free to
Yeah,
play.
no, you're free to pay already.
I'm free to play. Let's see.
I saw a Tifa costume in there and a lot of other shit.
I don't know what you're talking
Sure as hell ain't free to play.
about. No, somebody gifted it to me.
I gifted it to you?
A likely story. A likely story.
A gift that you get yourself, but alright, I guess.
It's his own birthday present.
Question for
No, I
Chris.
thought he was gonna pull like freaking Camille and be like, how convenient they found her.
How convenient.
Oh my god. Just did some off-cam grinding, fellas.
What's up, sir? 12 times.
But
Oh,
I think
God.
the one that I did
Yeah,
see... there was
240
a comment-
regular power stones. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, what was the FR you liked the most, Lost?
Give me a few to think about it. Alright, let me check my main account. Let's see what my main account has. My main account for sure has a whole lot more. Actually, no.
Is there one?
Well, no,
is there
because
one off the top?
no. The thing is though, because I've also sold FRs for BT units, so I can't give like an accurate number. Because right now on my main account, I have 5, 10, 15, 18.
I could assume that almost all of your BT characters are like with full duped FR, so just count the BTs, and that's the
green,
FRs.
if they're green, I have a feeling Lost pretty much just like fully duped out their FRs, obviously.
Yeah.
Can you sell
If
and
they're
max?
green, they have an FR. Let's go with that logic.
Can you sell and max out FR for 4 high power stones? Yes, you can.
You can.
Simply's wallet gifted it to
By the way, Lost, is there an FR that you actually regret? Like you maxed out and then like you just haven't used them? You used them for that one event and never again?
Rasta.
Oh no, not
I
Braska.
mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Braska's definitely one of them. But I mean, you know, JP is the beta version, so I mean, like
JP is the beta.
What else am I gonna say about that? No, aside from Braska, man, I would have to say
Kane.
Well,
Kane.
yeah, Kane, yeah, can't be one of them.
I mean, to be fair, I think he uses them. He just doesn't use his FR at all.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you then, if I can. Like as you know, you play JP. You also know that you, as your travels through global, you know that global has always gotten something at the beginning of the hard difficulty that always makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Like at the beginning of Chaos, I think we got RNA. At the beginning of I think at the beginning of Rufinia, we got Core somewhere in the middle of there. Trying to think, like we also got Gardet, BT too. So it's like, do you think that when FR error hits, we're gonna get like a FR global first? This isn't a trick question. This is just like, what are your thoughts on it? Because it's been known that they're a little bit more genuine or a little bit more generous with global at the start of something.
Must be nice, even though I played the global version.
First mistake. The first mistake was telling me that y'all were in BC. Yeah, second mistake was hello, chat, and everyone else.
Should have noticed when I left.
I mean,
Oh god, it's
That's on you.
What's up?
Oh God, it's blind eye. Jesus Christ.
Skip every
so
until Tifa checked it.
So to answer your question, do I think that a global first FR could potentially come? Yes, more than likely. I don't think it's going to be attached to a BT unit. I think it's just going to be an LD only unit, but it's probably going to be an LD only unit that has probably been untouched in the JP side.
So lightning, okay.
We just said no BT unit.
No. Lightning just got an update with Beatrix's FR.
That don't matter.
What do you mean that don't matter?
13 copium.
13 copium.
Listen here, if Garnet could get a global first BT and be broken as shit, Lightning can be broken as shit again.
No. She's had her time. Leave her alone.
At her time.
Fucking Garkina uses over here. Fucking
Garkina. I don't even use it.
Let's see. When is the FR era and is it free to play friendly? The FR era should be at the end of this month or at the beginning of next month. We'll find out in the community stream whenever that happens. Is it free to play friendly? Not really. Because you're going to be needing a whole crap ton of enhancement points.
What happened, Eons?
It especially did not start free-to-play friendly for us. It went into that direction, but it didn't start that way. We didn't have the chocoboards that had the
What's up, Jordan?
high power stones. We didn't get a high power stone for the Shinryu clears. We didn't get a lot of power stones
Give me
from
1
the
second.
reports. It was very hard early on, and I think that's going to change for global, personally.
Yeah, no, I remember there were a lot of people that were dissatisfied just with the whole system, really.
Well,
Also, sorry for interrupting.
I think the case in point kind of comes back into the method of, do you have the character board points to do certain things with certain characters when they show up? It's kind of like, do you have the power stones for it when that first shows up? Ideally, when JP got it, JP was walking into an unknown era where Global is able to see a little bit more than what JP is going to be encountering, because with JP they're going to be going into everything blind, where Global we have the ability a foresight. We do have the ability to be able to see some stuff before it happens, but once we do get these global first events, then it becomes a little bit more harder for us to work around things because we're also going into those blinds, and the global first events have been very, very rough. I think Cloudy with the chance of Meteor. I think that one's probably
a chance
one
of
that
BS
messed over a lot of people.
Guardian the Behemoth one, yeah. That one was quite something.
Let's see.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but in the global side at least, there was a like an EX ingot issue. You can even say there's still an EX ingot issue. People are just wasting their books just to get an ingot.
There was
0 out of 3 dupes.
There was for a short time for me where like I was, but I mean I did start like when Renoa first initially got her event, so that was like 3 years ago. Even throughout those 3 years, I was actually still struggling with trying to get ingots. So yeah, that was, at least for me, that was definitely a thing. I can't speak for every other player, JP player.
Yeah, that is true. Now that I think about it, you were absolutely correct. At the beginning of Chaos, they gave Cloud EX a realization, but I don't think they gave you guys 3 ingots right off the bat, did they?
No, I think from what I was told, I think they had to wait until like the following event.
I think they gave you like a book. It was like, oh, here's a new feature, and here's a book to like somewhat take advantage of it.
I mean, yeah.
Lufenia noobs can elaborate on this.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, but like on the global side, we got much later an Abyss that was really stacked, and it gave us like books and ingots, and it was kind of interactive, like restricting us. Through certain colors and even certain weapons, and we were rewarded for it if our box met the condition, and it was permanent. So it was like, well, if you don't have the characters, you can just circle back later, right?
Right.
Yeah,
and it was pretty nice. So I wonder if they're going to utilize that as well for FR. Maybe a little further down the line, they give us just like custom Shinryu abysses, or not even just like Lufenia, and then like the last stage is like Shinryu that gives us like a couple of high power stones, and even the force stones, I think they're called, which you need for FE boards.
Yes. Yeah, force stones, force fragments to upgrade that. So I remember beginning Shinryu, or at least on the Kane not Lufenia. The Kane event, I know they gave us enough to I believe they gave us enough to max out 20 out of 30 for their force enhancements. I think. Somebody can correct me on that one, but I can't remember exactly. What else? But they did also give us I believe they gave us enough to max out an FR. I don't know. It's been 8 months since Shinryu released. So I can't even remember.
Yeah, for sure. No one can really blame you.
Yeah.
When it started, I'm pretty sure they gave you enough to max out 1 FR, which was the game.
Yeah, I think they did.
I think the reason why I remember is because a couple of friends of mine, especially Eon, when I was working with her, she was trying to get Kane's FR maxed out right away day 1. So I know that she had a little bit of trouble with the BT, but like I think she sold some things in order to get that to happen. So I'm like, day 1, I remember her having like his full kit. I remember that.
Yeah. Somebody asked if 125k enhancement points and 300 power stones, is that good to hoard for right now? If you're not planning to pull for every single FR, I think you'll be okay.
The biggest issue with Shinryu is not even like the high power stones with the FRs in it. It's the character points. It's the character enhancement points. That's your biggest issue.
Yeah. And like I've always
have a question for you, and this could be a little volatile.
Uh-huh.
If someone's using their enhancement points optimally for FR, but they don't want to like fully invest in someone, what do you think is the comfortable level to like, I guess, budget someone's FE enhancement or force enhancement?
Like at what level they should go to?
Yeah.
Like
I think 20 is enough. Because I did have a few units when we were still pretty tight on the fragments and stones, where I couldn't max them out fully. So 20 should be more than enough, because like you'll be able to get an increase in HP damage kappa for certain skills, and you'll be able to at least get 2 out of the 3 passives to increase the force gauge, or to help increase the force gauge a little bit faster.
All right, I got you.
Who put you on this planet, Serial?
Never mind. At the start of Shinryu, they gave 4 high power stones, and so you still have to pull for dupes.
See.
Nonetheless, pulling for dupes is still a good thing.
I will say though, for those who do buy Mog Pass, if you buy the $5 one, they do increase the amount of enhancement points you get per event. So for the $5 Mog Pass players, they give 15k now instead of the normal 10k, regardless of which Mog Pass you get. But so the $5 one you get 15k, and then the premium Mog Pass you guys get 30k per 30K. Event. But
half the amount.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I feel like they should at least increase the free to play enhancement points up to like 10k, so that way it could help out free to play players. Because like with enhancement points being more important, it like I feel like an increase is needed.
Nah, it's okay.
Like 20k. Well, 20k would have been fine since they put like the $36 one at 30k.
Well, I think the thing that they're trying to do is
nonetheless
they reward you a little bit more. They reward you a hell of a lot more if you're buying the $36 one. And I mean, at this point, the game is a solo player game that it revolves around your team building that handles how you handle fight. Ultimately, come down to what you deal with or how difficult you're going to be experiencing things through the tier. So if you are pay to win, I guess in this case, if you are paying for the mod pass and you're paying for like the big one, it's only going to be helping you overall to really just be able to max out everything right then and there. And I think that if you're going to be rolling with something, getting the $4 or $5 one would probably help out most players if they're really, really struggling with something. But like, I think going forward, free-to-play players are going to have to pick and choose their battles a little bit more. Making sure that you understand what units that you get and making sure that you have the correct units to optimize or play around the units FR that you're going to be using. Again, going forward, the FR is what you need to be building to. You don't have to worry about a Luthenia orb anymore, but you do have to worry about
you really don't, because you breeze through that mess so quickly.
You said what now?
I say you really don't, because like so the difficulty is going to be changing. Obviously to the Shinryu level, which is level 300. But before that, to meet the requirements to get like all of the goods and whatnot, the difficulties now will be Chaos and regular Luthenia. So, and like regular Luthenia is basically like Chaos, and Chaos is just Cosmos right now. Is how it feels like. So it becomes like a joke. Your fight is going to be more for Shinryu.
Cosmos is level 70.
Pretty much.
I actually had something. I guess I heard something interesting, Loss, and I want you to give us some context. The way you get BT tokens is different on the JP side now, right?
Oh, yes.
Isn't it that you have to have 3 boosted units into Luthenia now?
Yeah,
it's not Chaos anymore.
No, I think it's still Chaos. Let me check.
No, you have to. No, wait. You have to do the Luthenia with synergy characters to get the BT tokens. That's what you have to do. That's also how you get the other goodies too. So Chaos and Luthenia, I think it's only Chaos or it's both, but you have to do it with the synergy characters.
No, it's Chaos. It's Chaos. I'm looking at a mission right now, and the BT token is Chaos. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same then.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's still the same.
I believe you could also get it from the Luthenia one too.
Same shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got another
Chaos.
Regular Luthenia, you still get the pink tokens and the and pages. So like that's still the same. The thing is though, like with regular Luthenia, or them changing it to regular Luthenia, like you have to use synergy characters to actually get the rewards. So
and support.
Yes, and no support. Yes, gotta add that too.
Wait, no support?
Yeah, no support.
Oh wow. Okay.
But is that hard for you, Kaden Cortez?
No, it's definitely not, because like what's been harder for me is just been running LD only runs, because it's just like that has been fun, but at the exact same time, if we're talking about just normal Lufinia, again, you can sneeze on it and it'll probably die. So I don't anticipate that.
It's become such a joke. It really has.
Like again, you can look at it sideways and it'll probably die. It doesn't really matter.
Damn. Look at those 10 removal pass tokens on your alt.
Unless they do like a Doulahan situation again, where they're just like, here, you better have Mog. That's just like, all right, no, I'm that's kind of rude.
Doulahan?
Oh my god, listen, the very angry skeleton that a lot of people get mad about, because a lot of it's either you had Mog or you didn't have Mog, or it's either you had Kamari or you didn't have Kamari. So it's like it's gonna be one or the other, dude. Pick one.
All right. Somebody asked me,
or Elnarj.
Somebody asked me who in the first month let's go with the first month. Who's a FR charger for July? Damn, I didn't ask for a chorus.
I mean, I said the answer. They followed up, so they're trying to take the answer.
We need like a music man to like just shout out names.
Anyways, you have Penelo, you have Krill, you have Broska, Ignis.
Krill. Yep.
Yeah, I said. What is it? What are we doing? Crowd, Krill, fucking
Crowd, Krill. Don't matter to me.
I just saying, I speak English, so it's funny how you think of Krill.
Here we go again. I've had enough of this thing. Can we move on?
All right, Lost. Your little buddy over here actually is terrible.
But and your co-host.
And
your co-host.
He's your co-host too. Yeah, remember that.
Are you even a co-host?
Oh. Yeah, he keeps doing it on raid days. Like,
that's not my problem. Switch the date.
I mean, Cross, it's fine. You know, I do know Barrett got reworked. Like, he's totally an FR charger once he gets reworked, right?
Guys. But anyways, the person in chat who asked that, Krill, Penelo, Ignis, Broska are the FR chargers at the beginning of the Shinryu era. There you go. There's your answer.
Somebody said Krillin.
Yeah, I'm with that statement.
Somebody said Krillin.
Let's see here. So since Kane FR sucks, how do we handle his Shinryu? Use a friend, I guess.
If it's FR, just do
use
FR.
Your friend Kane FR.
Hello, you'll get like 50%.
You do FR funds. It is possible. I don't know. That's how people did the first month of Shinryu if they didn't want to pull for an FR.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like okay. So beginning Shinryu, like the first fight is gonna have 60 mil, which was the same amount for the latest Transcendence we just had. So like, that one is not going to be too tough for some players, but I mean, it is going to be a long fight. And if you are going to hold off on pulling on FRs, you can either use a friend unit that has an FR, or you're just going to have to deal with the fact that you're going to be sitting down with like 40, well, not really 40, but like 30-minute fights without an FR. Until you reach the FR unit that you are wanting to pull for. Then that's when things change.
Like most of you mofos want cam.
I don't think I could do 30-minute fights, bro.
The caveat, though, is a lot of characters' reworks just get, like, very good.
Let's see. Are you allowed to take multiple FRs to a fight? Yes.
You are.
And if so, how does the HP bonus work? It just depends on which FR ability you actually choose. And then if you have the right character, like, let's say, give me an FR.
How much does Cam like?
You can just say like an easy one. An easy FR to fulfill is Iroha. A hard one to fulfill is somebody who needs like break, or like if you're like a very setup. Yeah.
Stid Rainies.
Arden and Iroha. Iroha is easier to like get the condition for. Then Arden is more based on himself, or like breakers.
Yeah, T is also based on himself.
And I was gonna say, there are gonna be some FRs where the FR is pretty much just set in stone for that specific character, because that character, more than half of the time, will get an additional HP damage bonus, just because that's just how the conditions are set. So like if you see like a big difference between like the main FR user compared to like your other teammates, and they are still meeting like one condition or both conditions, like don't freak out thinking that like the game is bugged or anything like that. It's just that, you know, I don't know if they'll add that little detail into the in-game text description, but you can easily find that on the Cydia Compendium. But there are some characters like that. But it's not, a lot of the conditions for a lot of the FRs that are out right now are not hard to meet. So long as you have a good variety of characters to help you with that, then you should be okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that if you're playing in the FR era, it's about building the team around the FR that you're going to use. That's what it's about. Because if you don't have the team to meet the FR conditions, then you brought an FR for no reason. That's not going to be working with a team. Like if you're bringing someone like, let's say, if you're bringing in a team that focuses on elements, right, and you don't have the teams to really benefit that element, then what's the point of bringing that FR?
Mm-hmm.
There's also something that was talked about earlier that needs to be stated too. As the first Shinryu that we're going to be coming up against, during the last Transcendence that we just got, Transcendence 9, they did have 60 mil each, but they also had 100 turns to complete the fight, and the HP requirement was extremely tight. You can only take like 5,000 HP damage.
And on
top of that, they had 1 million shield, so they actually had even higher HP.
Right. So the thing overall that you're looking at is the Shinryu coming up. They're going to have the exact same HP, and the turn count's not going to be 100. I don't believe it was 100 when JP first got it. So it's going to be a lot more dealing with them ideally. And if you're not running a full team that can get the FR before the enemy FR goes off, you're going to have to deal with the enemy FR. And as Cross said earlier, if you're not running FR chargers or a way around it, dealing with the boss's FR is going to be something that a lot of players are going to have to find a way to deal with. Because some enemy FRs are going to be things that can auto-kill a unit if they're at certain HP threshold. Or if
no, they don't auto-kill you. They don't auto-kill you. No FR in this game auto-kills you. It's just that...
additional ones.
It's just like... So there's FRs in the game that can punish you for certain actions, but they don't auto-kill you.
I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at Benevelza. If you use a physical attack, it automatically counters and kills you.
You said the FR ability, not
No.
God.
I'm talking about the FR when it's active. Again,
when it's active, then yes. That's a Benevelza thing at 50%.
Lord Jesus, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is what I'm saying, that you need to know what you're going up against. Like, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to the enemy FR and what they do what are the stat enhancements they get as their gauge goes up. This is something that people have to pay attention to.
Well, I heard these eyeballs that we fight at the beginning paralyze you if they take your HP below 50%.
Yeah, they do.
Would that be their FR gauge ability? Like,
let me look. I can tell you exactly.
So at a point, there's certain thresholds where they'll paralyze you, and there's certain thresholds where they'll lower your HP damage. That's where your ultimate weapons and like your HP damage up calls come into play.
Let's see here.
I get what you're...
And I believe when their force is active, your HP is below 30, then they instant kill you.
Then they instant kill you, yeah. They also have an HP sap.
Yeah, so under 50% they will inflict paralysis. Let's see here. Their FR gauge, depending on how much it's filled, there was a HP poison aura that is gonna be inflicted onto you. Let's see here. Trying to see where. Where is the info?
Wait, what are you looking for?
The whole 30% thing during the while the force gauge is active.
Oh no, that is true.
Oh, okay.
It's literally like the 6-man.
Oh, okay.
Like they have a opponent HP sap, And if your HP is below 30% after your turn is over, or any single time your turn is any turn, then they just auto kill you.
Gotcha. Here's a question: which FR you poured for? You use the least amount or at all? First one that pops into my head would be Sabin.
Oh wow.
Uncultured swan. No,
yeah, Sabin. Aranea is another one I have like hardly used at all.
I'm in shambles. What?
Are they maxed out, by the way?
Yeah, they all maxed out.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Damn.
Listen, Lost. I told Minwoo, use him in one fight.
Wait,
never again. Never again.
I use Minwoo quite a Minwoo.
Minwoo?
But yeah, those would be the ones. Yeah. Let's see. This is wrong. Clearing a Lufenia with 3 synergy characters and no support only gives you 400 gems and 3 tickets. Yeah, and they also give you the regular Lufenia rewards as well. First Shinryu boss would be the first 6-man fight. No, I wish. Use Gilgamesh in the Shinryu loss? Sure, I'll get to that.
just no flow forehead.
Basically, deal with the idea of skipping.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna say this right now, and I know this probably will set people off the wrong way, but when we get to Shinryu era, and I can't wait to see the mini Snowflow uploads because I know that's why people pulled Snow. Mm-hmm. But when I see all the people trying to Snowflow this first Shinryu, and then they don't notice the cap HP the cap HP thing that they have, it's gonna blow some people out of their mind when they see that.
Yeah, probably.
Because there's some Shinryus where they actually cap how high your braid gain is, or like anything like that. That's what they did to prevent the whole Snowflow thing to happen.
That is true. What emulator do I use to play DFFOO? BlueStacks.
And then also another variable Global has to take into effect is that we have Garnet. When Garnet's LD came out, like reran in JP, which is weaker than us, mind you, because her LD in Global got a little bit more buffs than on JP, like it restores skill uses. She was like extremely good for Shinryu, and I mean obviously she's better like at LD level, plus we also have her at BT, so there's not that much to worry about, especially the people that want to hold off for like Cam or Titus FR. If they have Garnet, they're fine. I mean, she's featured right now, so I mean that's a good a good thing to go.
That was a smart decision on Squex's part, bringing back Garnet's BT on literally the second to last Lufenia Plus banner.
They're flipping us.
Yeah, that's no. I mean, you're not wrong. How do I get good like you lost? 40 members and now Green Dragon. That's how.
What?
Oh, is that it?
No.
I mean, Dragon's not bad now. I will sit here and say that.
Oh boy. I still.
If you guys want to go to Cross 13's channel and add him, then you're more than welcome to.
So what you're saying is he's
Cross
better
13
than
is a
Edge,
Shrexman.
Cross.
No. Y'all think it's a joke. Like, I'm not even kidding with y'all, and y'all can clip me for this. I don't think King or Dragon are bad. I'm not even kidding with you. The only reason why I think people say King is bad is because he's gone Ultimate Weapon and he comes at the end of the era. That's really only it. It's the same shit when people were trying to say that Krish was bad because she didn't have force enhancements.
Yeah, you got a
Didn't
point.
Krish like one-shot the third 6-man?
Bro, she one-shot Broska's final Aeon.
I mean, again, we're talking about a character. Like, there's a lot of units who can probably do it if you actually had an FR gauge high enough, and if they had a lot of HP dumps in one hit. So, like, if you're looking at a unit that has 9 to 10 HP dumps in one hit, they are able to just trounce.
Kaden, you don't dump HP. You don't dump
again. If they have multiple HP dumps in one skill, that's fine. But again, if you want to be that technical, I can get actually with you. But it's cool.
Actually.
Ross, you have it wrong. When Golov does his counters, he is dumping his HP.
Oh, either way you look at the situation. Either way, looking at the situation, if you have a character and if the FR gauge is high enough, if they have a lot of HP attacks, and that one skill, you'll be able to shred something really quickly. Like, that's the reason why Sephiroth was used and completely crushed the final Aeon with Octic Slash.
Octic Slash?
Yes, he did it with Octic.
No, Octic? You mean Octic?
God, boy.
Right?
Dude, you're the one who came up with Sissy Nanny, remember? Anyway,
yeah, that's funny.
He's gonna correct.
Like how you came up and said that Shulk was thunder damage? Oh, I'm not going to let you go of that now.
I literally told you that you could call me out on that. I literally told you that.
So, as a person who's trying to look out for the best interests, besides having my troll main host over here with Frost over here, when you're looking at things, guys, keep in mind that if you're building a team, make sure that your team is able to utilize the damage output of the FR gauge. Because if you have the FR gauge high, a lot of units can shred something. But if you have 1 HP dump attached to something, it is not that great. If you have 5, 6, or 7, even better. Even off-turn damage feels it. Any units that can really bring the pain for it overall. You don't need a lot, but you definitely want to be able to utilize everything that you're coming across with the FR board.
Well, you bring up a good thing when it comes to team synergy, and like me and Cross made this FR video, I think last week now.
2 weeks, technically 2 weeks ago.
And one of the FRs I highlighted, if anybody watched it, they can give it a whirl. I'll spoil a little bit of it. Was Cryo, just due to the fact that we have Garnet. Yeah. Now, Lost over here is a JP player, and he can probably vouch that Crow is pretty bad in hindsight.
Yeah, and you know what the sad part is, and I actually tried chasing for it too when she first came out in JP. Or yeah, when her FR dropped and everything like that. And yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't get
anyone really blames you.
I mean, honestly,
she was one of the 2 FRs at the time.
Well, she's much better now because of Garnet's value, but again, that's also Garnet.
So you could literally, like you could literally do something like Crow, Garnet, and either Orin, since like he's on the same banner as Crow, or make it interesting and throw Edge in there. He is also an
off-turn character. Stop stealing my team comps, Blind Eye. Literally.
But that's a pretty budget team comp right there. If you have Garnet, just go on Crow's banner, get her FR, and get Orin along the way, and that's a solid off-turn team right there.
Hold on, someone in chat said, why get Krill FR when there's Braska? Because Braska is... because Braska...
No.
Does anyone even fucking use Braska?
Like, bro, I've used Braska for like a few fights.
My Kiraja. Outside of that, anything else?
My Kiraja.
Kiraga Saga, let's go.
I mean, I know Braska was used in T10, and I know T10 is bullshit.
T10 is rough.
You got Dancing Pinello, Praying Cryo, Kiraja Saga Braska, Cooking the Ignis.
Kiraja Saga Braska.
Oh.
What was that?
It's never gonna go down.
What are the benefits of FR? Big numbers. Big numbers, and sometimes you do get some party conditions. You do get some party benefits too.
You should also mention that you can bypass the HP damage cap up naturally with everybody.
But you still want HP damage cap up though.
Oh yeah. It's still a desired stat.
Again, this is the time where the game starts to get more interesting. It depends on who you talk to, obviously, because
I almost got slapped. Good God.
Your unit got slapped. Holy shit.
I almost got destroyed.
She got slapped.
That was well weird. Shit on.
It's a good thing Yuna has last stand for some odd reason. That's kicking in.
Yeah, but like I was saying, this is the time where I can start seeing like interesting team comps come out, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and no one in chat, and I'm pretty sure someone in chat is gonna lie, but I hope no one's gonna lie in chat. But after Garnet, did anyone realize that Lufinia Plus started to becoming the same thing for a lot of people? Like either it was Garnet, Zack. It was either Garnet, Machina, and then the third, and then after Zack and Ramza came out, it was Garnet, Zack, and Ramza. And I'm not saying that you can't run those characters. You can perfectly run those characters, but like, there's a point where diversity starts getting a little bit worse. No, actually, a lot worse, actually. Because the thing about FR era is that they actually start locking you out of certain things. There are fights where they will lock out a certain element. They will lock out a certain attack type, right? There's even a Shinryu where if you do, I think there's a Shinryu out there where if you do physical attacks, they just straight up counter you.
That's Buenavelza.
No, that's not. No, Buenavelza that.
Buenavelza does counter and insta kill you.
Yeah. But
like, I know that there's another one that counters the melees.
Cloud of Darkness. It counters if you hit it at all during its FR.
Yeah, like Kaden said. Yeah. But like, that's why I love FR era, because it's not free and there's actually hard fights in the FR era. Like Benevelza. I know being a 13. It's not simp. It's fan. It's not simp.
Simp.
Fan. Lost. I swear on everything. Go lick some Luna Freya feet.
I bet. Be right back.
Hey, yo. But anyways, there's actually hard fights. And while we are in the Shinryu era, don't be fooled. There are some easy fights. There are some easy fights. But there's not a lot of them. And it actually, like, shows it. Because they actually try with this era. Like, honestly, like, could you imagine if Shinryu was still garbage time? That shit would suck.
Yeah, email times 3.
Yeah.
Look at that 850% FR.
I believe there was a Shinryu that I watched a friend of mine run where it was Arden and Golbez. Arden got his FR off and he delayed them so far back that he lost the fight due to turn count. Because they wouldn't come out.
That fight?
Before
where they're like immortal when their FR is active?
Yeah, they're immortal while the FR the FR is active. Yeah.
When the FR is active,
so
Golbez and Arden
they wouldn't die, and they were so far delayed that they couldn't come back.
Yeah.
Also,
and turn count fucked over.
Before y'all continue, somebody asked if it's worth chasing for Garnet now. My recommendation, I mean, she is strong, don't get me wrong, but if you want to wait until the community stream pops up to see if anything is dropping that is going to be a global first, then I would say, because I think the banner doesn't go away till like the 1st of July, so you got like a little under 2 weeks to figure it out. So,
like, if you have everything up to date, if you've done every fight up until now, if you've done it without her, you don't need her now. But as of right now, like, if you're still struggling with stuff, and if she can help you clear content, then I would think that more than anything else, like, she has the ability to completely cripple some fights or destroy fights outright. She's been able to solo just about every other stage that is sewed up. So that isn't. Never look at a situation of like a character soloing something is great or not, but just in her particular case, she's just that strong of a supportive unit or team. She's just that good.
She's just that good. So good.
And that's a crazy thing. She's a support and she's used as a carry.
My only advice to a lot of people is to not pull Seymour. Don't pull that character. That character is.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody hates him for some.
Yeah, fuck Seymour. All my homies hate Seymour.
I think what Cross is trying to say is that his play style is better later in the fight versus at the beginning of the fight. And at the beginning of the fight is either how you want to handle things. You're either going to go slow and steady with it, or you can just pop off and break something in half right then and there to start. With Seymour, the fact that you actually have to wait till a target is underneath 79% for him to really kick in, that's kind of the issue there. But it's just that his condition is very much, it's just better for him later in the fight than it is the beginning of the fight.
Someone in your chat, Loss, is asking a question.
Yeah, looking at it now. This is my biggest question: is if you join before the FR era, how do you keep up with the resource spend? Most of my tickets and gems are gone. There are plenty of resources that you can actually use to research on characters, or you can even ask, content creators like myself or others that do create content for JP. Because they can give you a pretty good idea as to like which units would be good to go for later on, so that way you can save up. Because like you don't need every single character, but I mean if you just started before the FR era, then that might be a little bit. That's gonna be a little different. So I would say like to just like if since you're global main, it would be best to listen to some of the content creators that do videos on upcoming characters to kind of get an idea if like you think this is going to be a character that fits your playstyle, or if it's a character you actually need.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, for resources, divine summon boards are your way to go. Summon boards in particular are your way to go. If you're missing things and you're not sure of stuff, you can run a very strong unit and just straight up kill a summon, and just utilize the character there. Even if you don't have them, even if they're not boosted at the moment, just run them through, get them their summon boards. I think it's 6,500 summon boards per board. And if you do divine summons, I think it's 400 tickets in each one. There's a couple of ingots in each one, both blue and red, and then some gems in there. I think it's 40k worth of gems too per summon board if you max them out.
No, I'm finna delay
FF10 is pretty cool in SHINRYU era. Tidus, Yuna, Auron.
I mean, Auron is right off the bat. Auron is with trial. Auron is right off the bat.
Kamari's honestly, funny enough, good.
Oh,
and then who's after that? Pain is there.
I definitely wouldn't say that FF10 is cope. Tidus is relevant for a really long time. Auron is still pretty high up there to this day.
Yuna just got her FR and BT not even 2 months ago.
Yep.
Lost myself at 595 HP attack.
Shut up! I meant to hit Brave Attack.
With Auron, with if they do decide to be like, okay, when Core rolls back around with his FR, Auron and Core being able to work together, they're able to shred things relatively quick. And plus on top of that, you have 2 HP dumps built into his counter, and it does scale with the FR gauge. So if you're able to roll with him and make sure that the team doesn't get turns, and he's able to do off-turn damage racks up really quickly.
What about Broska, Jecht, and Seymour? Jecht is middle of the road. Seymour's ass, and then Broska is
Seymour's conditional.
No,
Seymour's conditional, and an era with conditional is kind of
let's just go with that. That Seymour's conditional.
Hey, Kaiden, you said Auron's counters is 2 dumps, right?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's 3 dumps.
Is it 3? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's
there you
3.
go. Even more. There you go. There's 3 HP dumps in
It's
the
3 full
He's
HP
one of
dumps that ignore defense.
He's one of the few.
At this point, you're just selling even more.
It's one of the few characters that was like 5 LB.
Yeah, the 51 pull is
he gained an extra LB for no hoop for her.
Again, Seymour isn't bad. Seymour just is more gated towards the end of the fight, not at the beginning. He's just not. He just takes too long to get to the end of the fight versus him to really just be able to do things off the bat. Like you
gotta ramp him up.
Yeah, like it's just ramp up at that point. The fact that you have to wait till the enemy is underneath 49% in order for him to get that big ass follow up, it's like, well, you only need one of the enemies to get that though. So like if you have an ad that has lower HP than the main boss, then it's easier for him to go off. But most fights we're going to be coming across the exact same targets that have the exact same HP pool. So at that point, are you going to like burst down one boss and then have him on the other? Like it's very, very counterproductive at that point. But Seymour can still be used. It just kind of comes down to ultimately your playstyle. If he fits your playstyle, he will work for you. If he does not fit your playstyle, it's a lot harder to just put him in. He's not very plug and play friendly. I think that's ultimately what
well, a term one of our good friends in TCC love to throw around is setup cost, and Seymour's setup cost is extremely high.
It is.
Just high.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know, it actually surprises me that Seymour even has fans. I mean, so honest with y'all, I don't know what y'all see in Seymour. I don't see why anyone likes Seymour. It's the same reason why people like characters like Luna Freya. I don't get it. No.
Like,
but hey, we all have our favorites.
yes, your favorite is your favorites, because I'm like, I can tell you right now that I have a good friend of mine who loves Golbez. And I'm just like, dude, I'm so sorry for you. Every tuning past Golbez to a little bit more.
No.
Like the recent one that he got, like the recent one he got. Okay.
God, that one.
Yeah, but I'm like, for JP right now, Golbez he's there. He does his role. So,
my condolences.
Condolences
to everyone else.
Is a huge FF4 fan that loves Golbez, but every single time Golbez comes around, he's like, "What? I feel like Golbez doesn't do anything," and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, bro."
I feel bad. Yeah.
Every Tony Pass just gets more Brave Steel.
Bro, I don't know
what they are doing with this.
Does FR introduce C100 era? No.
Because someone said this in chat. I'm gonna say this right now. Run your favorites. If you love them, run them. Even if they're bad, okay, if they're super bad, don't run them. But even if people say they're bad, you can prove that they're not bad, or you can run them by having a favorite. I don't care if you run Seymour. You can have fun with anyone in this game, right? What I don't like is when you try and shove it down my throat. That's really like when someone like, if I say someone like, I don't think Tifa's that good. And then next, the one jabroni comes into my comments.
The one jabroni.
Because insert this reason, and the 18 million things, you're wrong. You're stupid. And I'm just sitting there like, do I really have to sit here and read this?
I think it's just, as Cross said, I'm going to agree. We don't always agree, but I'm going to agree with him. If you have your favorites, run them. It is not going to be that bad. However, I will sit here and say this. If your favorite that you're running does not have FR enhancements, you will feel the FR enhancements
there is a difference
on their turn. Because if you're trying to build the gauge on your team and they don't have it, they're not going to be able to build it as fast. You still get it passively throughout the fight, but it's still just not. It's not there right then and there.
I mean, your chat heard, Cross say that Jack is mid. I'm still gonna run Jack. I mean, everybody knows that I love him.
Yeah, Blonde is about to come after all y'all that said Jack.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop using him. Like, I'm still gonna abuse the shit out of him.
I mean, he gets so doesn't he get FR enhancements with his?
He does, yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. He can participate in the fight and still charge the gauge.
For sure.
You're lost. What is the orb for this one?
The orb is dark damage.
Dark damage.
Dark damage.
Like,
dark
honestly,
damage?
I think one piece of advice I give everyone in this chat, and I'm not trying to steal the show, but one piece of advice I could tell a lot of people in this chat is that is don't force enhance a character you're not going to use.
Yeah,
that is
I've done that a few
worst
times.
mistake you could ever make in your life. Playing this game in Shiryu era.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. I did that with Caius when he got his F1 enhancements, thinking that.
Okay, hold on. First, wait, no. You're not about to sit here and slander my boy Caius. Listen.
No, I was going to say that I just didn't use him and I regretted it. Calm yourself.
Calm down, bro. It's his opinion.
Yo, put your hands off the trigger.
As soon as I said a 13 character, he's like, "Oh hell nah."
Listen, no. Listen, right? I shit on my favorites when they're bad, right? But you're not gonna slander my boy Caius like that.
No, Caius is good. Don't get me wrong, but like,
I legit will come after you. It's Noel, Caius, and then
No, still go.
Fang. I will literally. Wait, what happened?
Ooh, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die.
You press the Caius button.
I'm about to die.
Press the Caius button. Yo, I'm gonna be honest.
Die.
I'm just waiting on Lost to make a.
I'm still alive.
You shouldn't have.
Oh,
done
no,
that.
Someone wait.
Oh, you
Bart,
died. Beautiful.
Is Bart
Yeah, there you
useful after C90? If you want to use him, go ahead. There's actually someone who actually uses him. So, yeah, he has results. if the character has results in a video or something like that, you definitely know you can use them.
The character has his ult. Except for Lost.
What are we talking about?
Someone was talking about Bart being useful after his C90.
Oh, eh.
I mean, if you're using him for like saving FR, yeah.
That's about it too.
Bro,
no. You ready for the Cope one? You ready for the Cope one? Fujin FR. Fujin.
Hey yo.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, lost conditions, but only for self. Might as well have a PT.
Character's disgustingly dumb.
Yo, RVK is gonna be laughing at you guys when RVK gets Fujin.
Bro,
What?
I'm just waiting on RVK to kick in right now.
Oh, trust me, he's going to get that FR. He's going to like do a lot of runs with that shit.
Is it worth going for premium Monk Pass now? I mean, yeah, if you're like serious in the game, I don't see why not. And I'm not being paid by Square Enix by saying that, by the way.
Sponsor me.
That as he wiggles his eyebrows.
Wink, wink.
Also, Lost saying sponsor me.
Yes, sponsor me.
Sponsor me, Square. Give me
Yo,
free FF16.
One issue I definitely think free players gonna have, and you could agree with me on this, Loss, because you know this already, but one issue that we're gonna definitely have, well, free to play players are gonna have, right, is when we get all of the C90s, we're not gonna be able to get Ultima Core missions for them unless they're a new character.
That's true. That is true.
Or just X-Man.
Because by now, in the current timeline of JP, a free-to-play player can have 4 Ultima weapons. I think a premium pass person can have up to like 6 or 7.
A pay-to-play.
Oh, like when it comes to maxed out Ultima weapons?
Yeah, when they're maxed out. Yeah.
I just hit my 6 maxed out on my main. So
someone actually, like, if you wail in addition to that, someone actually made a dupe sword and maxed it out. Just has like 2 maxed out 5 out of 5 swords.
Yo, they love their great swords.
Just for fun. And he has every single other one maxed out once.
How insane do you think Clive will be when he comes? I don't know who that is.
Oh, Clive is the protagonist of 16.
Oh. Yeah, as you can tell, my brain is...
Yeah, I just like how you said he was so hyped for Final
fucking
Fantasy 16.
Oh boy.
He was so hyped for it, but then the other main characters.
Yo, Lost, is there such thing as mod abuse in your chat?
That depends on who you're trying to mess with.
Indolent Lord.
Oh,
I'm
then
in
no.
here in the Lincoln.
Then no, that's
Go
not.
ahead.
In the time chamber.
Why is Kane the best FR? Because he jumps in the sky. That's why.
Okay, so
He makes
I
you
don't
fall
think
for it.
anybody's going to say that he's the best FR. I think they're going to say that he's the best off-turn BT damage dealer that you're going to come across. And I think that needs to be said also that going forward, make sure that you build a offensive character that can utilize or that can be used in multiple fights. A lot of fights are going to have like different types of elements, as Cross and Lost said earlier, like as a lot of people said earlier. There's going to be some restrictions from before or later on down the line, but please make sure that you guys are working on at least one DPS, because if you're going to be stuck like Chuck with like 3 supports in one team, and don't get me wrong, you can do it for like the first 3, you can do it for like the first couple of events, but after a while you're going to need a DPS. Please invest into a DPS.
It's all fun and games. So you run Layla, Aiko, and Garnet.
Hey, yo.
Oh wait, no.
Not finish anything.
You know what? Actually, there's something I do want to make a follow up to that. Kaden, it's not only a DPS, right? When you get to the second month of FR, that's when the HP starts spiking, and that's when you start noticing that no, you need an FR to get the clears. Because I remember Mum 2. I'm not sure which fight it was, but I think it was the fight that had Fujin's FR. The birds in that fight had 80 HP to pop.
Again, the enemy is going to get a lot of different stat weights when their FR is going. They're going to get a lot of different stat weights going forward. And if you're not able to cap your HP hits, you are going to be hitting way lower than you think. Like some of the bosses that you guys are going to be encountering are going to be reducing HP damage taken. So if you're not running HP damage cap up, or if you're not making sure that your you're capping your HP hits, it's going to hurt you really bad. That's what I'm saying to you guys ahead of time. It may look easy when a content creator does it, but again, you're seeing that one run that they recorded. You're not looking at the 99 times that they died beforehand.
That is true.
Again, a lot of content creators be like, "Oh yeah, no, first try, my ass." Anyway,
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, and it's true, and it's very true. Like, there's a difference between being a watcher and a player. And like, by the time you know, a lot of global players are gonna be the players very soon, and they're gonna be experiencing Shinryu, and like, you know, I've seen so many players say that first month is going to be like easy and everything like that. I'm like, yeah, because you definitely have a good amount of FR stones, FR fragments, and like built up FRs and the correct FR chargers. Yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me more.
Someone in chat did make a good point. There are 99 of you in this chat, but 30 likes. Can we bump up that that ratio real quick?
Ratio.
Yeah, you either bump up that ratio or you either bump up that ratio or you come get ratioed.
Oh my god, shut up with that shit, bro. No, that is not a thing. Stop trying to make it a thing.
No, I know it is a thing.
That's your fucking made up term.
No. I will make ratio a saga. I will make it a saga.
You're not making ratio a saga.
Just be careful though. When he says he's going to make ratio a saga, now there's been some situations that I've seen him run null and the enemy can't be broken. That right there is just full on ratio. But
no. I want him to just bring fucking Sid Reigns into a launch immune fight. There we go. That's your goddamn saga fight.
Hey, founder. No one said he had to be the main damage dealer.
Ooh.
Break Jack.
No. You have to make him the main damage dealer. Come on.
So
don't be going backing out now.
Okay. So somebody is slightly confused on our reaction for Kane. So Kane, BT, fire, FR. And
yeah, FR is bad. His kit's good.
Kane's kit as a whole is good. You will see him as like one of the most used friend units in this game and in party as well, if you want to do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But his FR overall, you're not gonna press that button. After the first month,
you're not pressing it.
After the first month, you're not pressing that button ever again. All you're gonna use is other people's FRs and just capitalizing on it.
So the Father's Day must at the globe. So Greeny said, "Oh, thank you, thank you." Happy Father's Day to y'all.
I hope all of you have your ultimate weapons ready. Your 5 out of 5s because
you're going to need them.
I'll start a Kane FR
even
saga.
0 out of 5 makes a difference. Please make
by this point, honestly, if your character does not have a 5 out of 5 ultimate weapon, you're going to feel the damage reduction. It actually sucks.
No, people got their 6 0 out of 5 ultimate weapons.
I don't know what people are doing.
So, again, I think another unit that a lot of people probably won't be talking about right away, but he becomes really good once he gets to C90. I think because Machina comes with his C90 relatively early.
And Dash is
go ahead.
He comes out literally next month at the second part after Indesh IW, I think it was.
Yeah.
Around KMFR. That's when he comes out.
Like, Machina is a fantastic DPS to utilize and work with. And on top of that, once he does get his FR later, it just becomes even more of a thing for him later. So Machina is hands down a fantastic investment. If you guys don't have one listed right now, and if you're in search of one, Machina is a really, really good investment.
The good thing about his C90 right now is he becomes more of an off-turn damage dealer as well.
Machina's busted.
More so. Because overall, his EX counter that only had a Brave dump now has an HP attack as well. On top of that, his follow-up also has a second HP attack, so his damage does more.
You're an HP attack.
So overall, shut up. Overall, he's a really good one to just pick up.
Somebody in chat that talked about it as well. Gladiolus is a very, very badass cover tank.
Most of the tanks in the game.
I mean, again, Orin is a cover tank, and he's literally like the moment we fight those flying eyeballs, like he's next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Orin's the cover tank that comes next.
I mentioned this before. Tons of times, right? Is that in DFFOO, the counter tanks in the FR era are some of the best units.
They really
in
are.
FR era. And now that might sound biased.
No, it's true.
People.
It's true. But, I agree.
No. I'm glad Lost agrees because he knows that off-turn supremacy is the best supremacy.
It really is.
Fuck no boss turning.
and then let's address the elephant in the room that people still don't talk about when it's Orin, and that's that he's still the only character with 5 uses on his LD.
Yeah, that's true.
No, wait a second.
No,
Celeste got 5 now.
Celeste
5 or 4.
I'm pretty sure she has 4.
I think she has 4. Yeah,
Is
she
she?
has 4.
Let me look.
Yes, she has 4.
Oh,
she
okay.
had 3 before,
I feel like she
and
has
then they
5.
upped it. She's still like the second one that gets another LD usage.
No. Hold on. No, Celeste has 5. I just checked.
Okay, I was about to say.
Celeste has 5.
Oh,
yeah,
that was bad.
She's one of the other 2. I still don't understand why Orin has 5.
Somebody
really didn't need it.
No, Orin's thing even
He
now
really
doesn't
didn't
fall
need it.
off at all.
Like, the thing we're talking about ultimately is those who are going to be coming out right away who can help players at the beginning.
Yeah.
And Orin right off the bat is something that if you do not have, he's going to be a great investment if you do go into him. Like, if you do use him as a unit. Being able to deal damage is the whole thing about Shinryu. You need to be able to deal damage. You need to be able to deal capped HP damage every single time. Because if you're not hitting the HP damage checks, you're going to be having a lot. You're going to be having a lot of situations where you're probably going to lose the turn count, or you're going to be hitting ones. And BT effects matter in this situation. BT effects do matter, but you're going to want characters who can take advantage of the BT effects. But there's also another thing that comes into it too. You want to make sure that the BT character also plays to the FR, because if you're having a BT character and your BT character goes into BT phase, and if they don't build the FR, then it's kind of like you have them giving 5% per turn, and that's a lot of turns in BT phase where you could be building it ideally. It just gets very, very silly. So you have to really consider which BT characters do what, which FR characters work with who, and ideally how you synergize your team. Team synergy matters a lot. It is going to get even worse later down the line, and if you don't know how to team build, it gets a whole lot more chaotic later.
Okay, hold up. Before you finish that, Kanan, I do want to make a statement to someone. Guitar Guy Nick, there is no FR boards in the game. It's force enhancements. It's not boards, it's enhancements.
We've all said it for the longest time.
But Kanan, go ahead.
I mean, it just kind of comes down to characters who can really utilize the FR, how they synergize well with the other teammates, and being able to either counter the enemy FR or be able to beat them to their FR. It just ultimately comes down to that.
Which, one thing that I do want to mention as well is that once we start jumping into the FR era, when I start talking about FRs, or a character's FR, I will also be mentioning like characters that will help with their conditions as well to help out newer players. Especially Square Enix has, as of late, decided to spam freaking Facebook and whatever other apps out there with default advertisements like crazy. I have noticed that there have been a whole lot more newer players, so I will be mentioning that for my future in-depth videos.
No, for sure. I've actually checked out a couple of the ads myself, and they were advertising Sice for some reason.
Yeah, seen
right
that.
off of that, Sice.
Freaking Lord had that as his thumbnail.
What's funny is that I didn't finish what I was saying about off-turn units, and we just went on another tangent. But there was something. So when I was mentioning about off-turn units, right? I was saying that a majority of them are really damn good. Edge, Galoof, Gladio, Orin, Sice. She's an off-turn damage. I don't care what anyone says. Kane. There's a lot of off-turn damage in the current era of Shinryu, and the reason why it's so good is the simple fact that if you're letting the bosses get turns in your counterattacking the enemies, your force time, depending on how much your force time is, that's a lot of free damage. And your force time does not go down on the enemy's turn. And that's really, really good. There's even some FRs that you want to play to off-turn damage, like Reno's, Cores is one of them, Scythe is one of them. Well, Scythe is one of them if you consider soloing with her and then adding another counter-attack character to her. But yeah, Rydia is one of them too. There's a lot of off-turn damage dealers in the game that are very, very good. And no one of them don't invalidate each other, so Orin does not get invalidated by Gladio. They're all useful in their own right.
Okay, question for you, Cross. I already forgot. The right gate, what the hell was the condition again?
The right gate is to launch.
Okay. Somebody also asked, how do you plan resource management in JP for players who watch channels like yours, mine, and every other channels? Normally we tend to do a lot of future pro planning videos. Like there's actually one that I'm planning to work on probably this coming week. In terms of like BT units, but I'm also going to I have started doing it for FR units as well. So looking at like those type of videos where they look way past what is actually coming up can help you out in trying to plan out resources for future characters.
Please understand though, even with that being said, and I agree with Lost 100%, that with Global, they have moved some things around. I can't tell you how many times we got Setzer in multiple places where JP only got ones. Like, we've gotten him multiple times, and it's just like, as many times, sometimes you can't go exactly to the timeline because the timeline for us is different. For us is different than JP sometimes, because where we should have got Locke, we got Garnet. And then it's like we got like one boss rush where one of the featured characters was not there that a lot of people were hyping up and talking about. And it ultimately makes it to where you just want to make sure that you plan accordingly and you know which characters do which. Getting analysis or understanding what a character does before they come out will always help you, but still playing to a character that you know that will fit your playstyle, you will have more fun with the game if you know what you're getting versus rolling with something that's ultimately meta, because meta changes like every week. And depending on what the character or depending on the update, meta changes a lot.
Well, I don't think there's any real
that's why it's best to like always over prepare and even just allocate resources. Treat it like a bank. It's like, oh, I want this FR. Like, you know, I have 75K literally saved up for this, and like, yeah, just like take it. Anything else you're interested in but are willing to walk away from. Essentially, resource management is a big deal.
So I'm just gonna say one thing is that I personally don't think there is a meta. I don't personally think there is a meta. I think what it is there's competition.
Yes.
Because what people forget in this game is that units are good, and then people are still juggling around like, oh, is this character better than X, or this character is better than insert Y. But the thing we need to remember is that in this game, there is competition. There's competition for every role: physical DPS, magic DPS, physical tanks, counter characters. There's a bunch of different competition going around, right? It's like, so let's say this, right? For example, right? If I were to have a conversation with Lost, right, about like what's the most competitive physical DPS in the game, right? Our list could probably be like the same, or it could be different. Like Lost could probably say someone like Jack Garland, Tifa, or what other physical DPS is really good right now?
You know, we can throw Waka in there.
Waka,
you know, he is
that's not physical. That's range.
Machina is physical. He is
Machina.
strong as shit.
But
okay, and Cross, he's physical. Remember, physical is melee and range. You have to say melee.
I don't get you, Blind Eye. You're really trying so hard. You're trying so hard.
Blind Eye.
You're trying too hard.
Nah.
Anyways, but like I was saying, yeah, there's more competition going around. Like, even if the character isn't that competitive as like the characters you probably mentioned, they're still pretty good. Now, mind you, there are some bad characters like Dankrit.
Wicked Alfie.
What's Alfie when you need him?
He's at Nor.
I think he's raiding right now, and let's say with that in Destiny. Either you look at the situation, I'll say it for him.
Oh my God, Blind Eye. Okay. Okay,
I think it sucks.
Hey, no. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth, Cross.
Bondi, you are one of the most.
No most what?
How do
what?
I say this? How do I say it? You are one of the best individuals I met in this community. Don't make me change that. Don't make me change
about
that.
Is, and I really think this needs to be said, right? So in JP right now, there are LD. Everybody has an LD, so there's LD characters, there's BT characters, there's FR characters, right? Each one of them have their own situations. So you really can't compare an LD only character to a FR character, because an FR character has a lot more going on, and as long as they are able to run with teammates that can build up that FR gauge, they are able to do a lot more than what an LD character can do. Now there's some LD characters that are still able to keep up in FR era, but even still, they have to play to an FR in order to maintain that. So they're still at the mercy of an FR character, and you really can't really compare an FR unit to a BT unit, or you can't compare a BT unit to an LD only unit. Like it just gets very, very chaotic when you do that. So if you're going to say which character does what or which one's the worst, it's like Lulu is just, oh my god, Lulu is just one of those units. If you love her, fantastic. She does her role well for fire enchant. She's able to overwrite any other element with fire, cool, whatever. But it's like to say that which one's worse between Rydia and Lulu. Like Rydia did get
and
that
then,
far.
Definitely becomes a lot for some reason isn't in there either. But it's just Rydia or Lulu.
Yeah.
So like either way, it just kind of comes down to that, because I've seen this said a lot where people are comparing LD units to BT units, but then they'll say things like, "Oh, don't invest into an LD unit, invest into the BT unit." And then when FR shows up, it's like, don't invest into this LD unit, invest into the FR unit. And it's like, come on down, guys.
Wait, that doesn't. Wait, hold on.
No, wait. Hold up. Before you go down that route, there was a content creator who recently said aloud and on a video that said there are some LD characters that you don't need to get because you're just going to get an FR unit regardless.
What?
Yes, that is a fact. And I
wait.
Say that again. My place to put them on blast. They have sat there and said, get the FR character because the FR character is going to do more than an LD character. And the LD character sometimes plays to the FR character, but they're saying disregard them, just get the FR character. So it's like, ooh. It's been very, very bad overall. So that's the reason why I'm trying to address this now while the question was out there. Please do not compare units when they don't do the same thing. They are not the exact same, like they're not even the exact same, how would you put it? They're not even the exact same bracket as the others. If an LD unit is an LD unit, cool. If an FR unit is an FR unit, cool. Don't compare an FR unit to an LD unit. That is just not fair.
But okay, then. So let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit doesn't make any sense because by this point in the game, when this game is done with FR era, everyone's gonna have an FR. It's just a matter of like BT. It's like BT FR and then LD FR. That's how it is. I don't get why people don't understand that.
Okay. Remember how we have some very strong like at the beginning of it. We have some very strong C80 characters who can compete with some C90 characters. But I have definitely seen situations of where I've seen people say, just take the C90 over the C80. And it's just like, Machina is just a prime example of one of those units of him being C80 and still being able to compete with C90. But but this content creator specifically said, just roll C90. It's just better overall for you. They're able to use a ultimate weapon. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, using ultimate weapons is fantastic. But again, like the characters that they were comparing, they don't even do the exact same thing. So it's just like, oh my god, dude, just don't compare units. Like you can talk about like similarities between them, that's fine. Or if you have this unit that can help out with fulfilling a condition, that's also fine too. But when you compare units, it's like not every unit does the exact same thing. There's always going to be something a little bit more different about the other one, and I'm just like I'm there for that. But I guess, man, it's been a god awful reading Reddit posts and looking at YouTube channels, and it makes me just want to like I'm rubbing the top of my head trying to figure out what am I looking at. It's
Reddit is
god awful, man.
The adult playground of hot takes.
Someone in chat just said kind of sad how Machina ending in a base kit rework FR release. I don't think anyone really cares about that.
I didn't think he needed it, but that's just my opinion.
Machina definitely did not need it because the people still play Machina the same exact way. The only difference about C80 and C90 Machina is that I find his C90 to be much more enjoyable because at least in his C90, it isn't just press HP plus.
I mean, like each character has their own hits, and then on top of that, like when you have his BT up, while his BT effect is active, you're just pressing HP command because it's the biggest hit there. It's just like why would you not? I'm just like, I mean, I guess. Oh,
I think.
Go ahead.
I think right now, if there was one thing I wanted to ask everyone in the call and in chat, is what's one FR you're going for that you're 100% going for, but how about this? One that you know that you're absolutely going for, like BT FR unit, and one BT FR unit you're not going for. Like, what's an FR BT unit that appeals to you the most, and one that doesn't appeal to you the most?
Tita Seymour. Enough said.
Oh, of course, the fucking FF10 guy has the most basic bitch fucking answer.
You should have expected that from I died. Lord says Kane's that far.
Lord is weird. Lord is absolutely weird.
So if I had to pick one that I wanted and I know that I'm going to chase, I will definitely chase Iroha. But if I wanted one and if I was just like, I don't really need it, I would say Gabranth, because Gabranth got a lot with his C90, and on top of that, he gets a lot with his FR and BT. I really, really like what he got, and I really, really think that it's cool, but I think it kind of comes down to, if I get it, perfect. If I don't, I'm not bothered. But Iroha is like one of those that I'm like, she's a favorite. I absolutely love her to death. I will go the extra mile to get all of her stuff, without question. And then, like, the team counts that I plan on running can ultimately change things up. And on top of that, her BT effect is able to, I really, really work with units that I have in mind. She's one I will definitely chase, but
freaking Lord.
One that I'll think about is definitely Gabron.
And you're only talking about FRs, right?
No, he said FRBT characters.
Like FRBT character. One you're looking forward to, and one you're not looking forward to. Honestly, because I know you lost. And I could be wrong about this. Aren't you trying to like play global differently by going for other characters that you already?
Yeah, I'm trying to play a little differently, but there are a few characters that I went ahead and picked up again. But I think one FR and is also a B2 unit would, and somebody said it in chat too. Yuri. I mean, Yuri, his BT effect, aside from like party odds and whatnot, I mean, party evasion is great and all. But I mean, like, I have other units that can cover that portion, so I'm not too worried about that. And then when it comes to his FR, like, I'm not too fond of his conditions. So, and to be honest with you, I didn't even max out his FR. I just maxed out his BT. So, like, I think I'm probably gonna pass up on Yuri for that one.
I think it's safe to say with what Lost said earlier. Some characters you don't need their FRs, but there's some characters that want their BTs. Like the BT effects are just really, really good in some character situations. But I think in this case it kind of goes down to, with the drop rates for FRs being the exact same way as LDs, it's nice. But like I guess in this case it kind of comes down to something that adds and makes them even stronger. A BT effect is going to be something that's going to be guaranteed that you can use and you're able to use at any point in the fight, versus being able to have to wait for the FR to get to 100. And then on top of that, they're just easier to manage FR effects versus looking at BT effects. And BT effects will be able to get you a lot faster than looking at FRs. You have to build an entire team dedicated to the FR.
I mean, Kane is a perfect example of that, Kaiden.
prime example of that. He is glorious with his BT effect, but his FR effect is like,
what was that?
it's there. It's like I'm trying my best to describe it without Eons yelling at me, because I already know Eons is like in the chat. Please don't yell at me, Eons. But like that FR effect, I think it's what, 5 or 10 when you do
it's
it range.
5% for both, and it's range.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Launch.
So it's like,
it's really bad.
Like you need a ranged attacker, and the good ranged attackers at the moment would be obviously Kane. Freya would be able to hit his conditional. I believe Cisne would be able to hit his conditional.
King would be able to hit his shot, I guess.
Yes, Tidus is able to do it. But I mean, ideally, you also have to launch, and then it's kind of like the other character that launch, unless you're running Sophie in the team. Sophie can only hit the launch requirement. She can't hit the range damage requirement. So it's kind of like he has an FR that does not play well with other units, but he has an FR that plays well with some of the units. And there's some units that are going to be coming forward that plays well with literally everybody. The only thing you have to do is just hit them with an element, or being able to provide, or like being able to battery yourself during the middle of your HP dumps, or anything else like that. Like, it just kind of rolls into that category. Like, there are going to be some FRs that plays well with everybody. Then there's some FRs that play well with only one person. And it's just like, that's kind of youch. That's just kind of ouch if you look at it.
October is going to be a month where it's either walk away with Tifa or Renofil to build or live with eternal pain. That's not true.
No, you can live by with them.
You could definitely live without them.
Sure.
100%.
Like, I've seen people
one or the
use Renoa for her event, and it was just like, outside of that, it was just like, okay, I haven't seen Renoa since. or like,
I've seen her in plenty of events. What you mean?
Oh no! I meant like from different type of JP content creators.
That's because we're always getting candy every week, so we need to try this different kind of candy, right?
Like, okay, so prime example, right? I love watching Sephi. This is a shout out to Sephi. Every single time I look at Sephi run stuff, it's always got Reno in it. It could be physical resistant. Reno exists. I don't care. It could be like just straight up like resistant to everything that Reno is, and he'll still run Reno.
No, those are definitely
he still wins. He still wins.
No, those are definitely my favorite FRs. Like the FRs where like either you have to get hit to increase it, or like off turn damage. Like those are definitely my favorite FRs.
Yeah. And then there's other content creators like Danny. There's content creators obviously like Lost. There's some that are over here like Frost as well.
Wait, me?
There's some over here that are like Founder. Like everybody who really just gets a chance to play it. I managed to work out with a couple of people and help out a couple of JP players come up with team comps when they're confused about certain things or they're not sure of what goes on. Like, I'm surprised that you're asking me, but I don't mind helping. And then ultimately it does end up working.
You hear this man filling up his ego again, chat.
No. That is not the case. That is not the case. Like, okay. I'm confident enough in my team building enough to where I can help out anybody, but I think it kind of comes down to really just coming down to play to the FR. If you have an FR that is strong, that is able to be used by all three party members, and that can be built by, you can destroy something really, really quickly. But some things, again, are intimidating because when you're not sure of what you're going into something and you're going into something blind, it's easier as a global player to be like, okay, or if you're a player who studies the fight before you go into it, it's very easy for you to, or it's a lot more comfortable for you because you've already seen it. But for people who are going into things blind, it's a lot more nerve-wracking. And then, like, you get close to the end of the fight, you're at 1%, and the boss 1% for them is like, I'm trying to think, which one was it? I think it was Pandemonium. Like 1% in Pandemonium is like close to 100k or like hundreds of HP, 100k worth of HP. And I'm just sitting here watching a friend of mine struggle, just trying to get this last one off because you have to deal damage during Brave or during launches. And then he became immune, and he ultimately got shredded. Like at the end of it, got just shredded at the end.
Oh, I thought you said Shrek. Like, I was like, wait, what?
Pandemonium is big and green, dude. He got shreked at the end. So it's like either you look at the situation. There's a lot of people who feel very uncomfortable going into who are going into things blind. But if you're looking at it from the standpoint of I'm just like, I guess in this case, it just comes down to making sure that you are well informed and making sure that you're good with the choices that you've made and believing in the team comp that you're working with. Sometimes believing isn't always the heart of the things.
Just being Shrek already lost. We need 40 members, bro.
I mean, one of the things.
Funny enough, I didn't mention my answer because I'm pretty sure we derailed it from the question I already asked. I'm pretty sure, but there's actually 2 answers I have. Surprisingly, surprising 2 answers. One of them is obvious, which is Reigns' BT, because that's the main BT I've been using in JP. That one's fun.
He's been
BT ever fun. And then the second one is actually Vaughn.
Vaughn's a good choice. Vaughn's a very good choice.
Very, very good choice.
Yes. Yeah, his FR is stupid.
Besides, he got some of the best classes in the game, so yeah.
I mean, Kaiden, one of the CCs that I watch, I believe his name is ZK. He's ran Zidane through so much content, and we can all agree for FR era.
So he's in the server too.
Zidane is ass.
No, he's not ass.
I can't.
But I mean, he manages to pull him through. He runs a lot of FF9 characters. I've been watching his Beatrix runs, and it's pretty entertaining to watch. I'm looking forward to Beatrix myself.
What's going on in here?
I kind of hope that Beatrix is a global first BTFR, but whatever.
It's an Alfie.
Beatrix BT win.
Also, what's up, Alfie?
Alfie, you're on stream, by the way.
Oh, hi. Oh, I was about to start causing violence, but
no, like we were just talking about how great Braska FR is, and how everyone should go for it.
And this is where Blind Eye starts to fucking okay. Anyways, like I was saying, Vaughn and Reigns will be the 2 BT. And I guess Arden, but I'm not picking a third. Honestly, that'd be cheating. Reigns and then Vaughn are my more anticipated ones. As for BTFR that I'm not I don't care about. You already know the answer to that question.
No, please. I want to know. Oh no. Anyway.
Freaking Kaiden.
Listen. It is not my fault that your boy Kadaj is over here gonna get a global first BT, and then you're gonna be foaming out the mouth like that one girl in the Avatar episode. So your character gets updated. Mine's is still fucking out here with 2 HP attacks mainly on his kit besides his EX. I don't understand.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. I ran him through everything at C80. I mean everything. And I'm looking at No. You got a BT. You got C90 first. And then on top of that, you're able to use an ultimate weapon from the start. Bro, I suffered. Let me have my win.
No.
Let me have my win.
Yo, I suffered. Let me have my saga.
I joined and people are yelling at each other. You love to see it.
Well, you can join in too.
Yeah, look, like, he's over here saying that, like, check this stuff out, right? When he was over here thriving in Bane's BT cycle, I was struggling in BT cycle and that BT cycle. But you know what? Like, I toughed it out and I managed to roll through it. When Divine Shiva rolled around, I thought that was going to be impossible, but it worked. It worked out for me. And then when I'm looking at him not doing it at all, I'm just like, "Where's your nose on?" He's like, "Are you going to pay for my hospital bill?"
Jeez, violence.
Dude, someone in chat said Genesis. What is wrong with you?
Yo, I would read Genesis.
That is a walking copyright.
There's a small group of people that think we're getting something FF7 related for the stream.
If that does happen, it'll probably be JP first.
Okay, let me say something.
I mean, yeah, go ahead, Yoshi.
Kadaj is mid.
Right, but guess what? I make mid work.
Well, I mean, I know someone in chat earlier was mentioning that in the notices we got a notice that Start Dash is getting renewed.
Yep, that is true.
So Lightning FR. Let's make it.
Maybe it could
Lightning
be
FR or Squall
It could
FR.
be Cloud. It could be Squall.
It could be Cloud.
No, because Cloud just got Force Enhancement, so it's not Cloud.
It just got updated.
And it's a pretty good one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
AoE Paralyze is huge for him, and the finishing touch condition is gone. Now it's from his overhead, which I believe you get that from critting off of anything, which is pretty much always, because, you know, Cloud is a crit machine.
Someone in chat asked, "What unit did you regret greening?" Mine was Jax. Don't say that around Blind Eye. Hype was so much when BT Plus came around. Regretted greening him because I used him on BT release and that was it.
Mine was bots.
Any of the greens that I made, because every green that I've made with like I play with them all, and I enjoy all the playstyle. I will sit here and say this: the BT that I got that was unexpected. I got I got it, and it was just like, okay, I don't know what to do with this. is Caius, and I'm just like, well, I got it, and I appreciate the BT thing. And it's just like, okay, I guess I'm green him. And it's like when I greened him, I was like, he's a lot more fun now that he's green. But it's just like I think he's brave
you grind 100%.
Brave bad, dude.
I greened Bart's, used him for 2 fights. His playstyle's fucking boring.
I find it funny because he has Brave
Your
Game.
soul is much better.
For me,
I guess you still listen.
Ironically, and I think this has to do with global.
Well, he has the body pillow.
Kieran.
Oh, really? I enjoy Kieran. He's a massive stat, but like just good stat bot all the way around.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like Cross can tell you, I was looking forward to like greening them, and I did green them. Obviously, it's just I never used them.
You know what's actually funny? I don't know what it is.
Sword. That's why he uses the sword and he takes away from Ketas.
Oh damn! I got owned.
You know what I find funny?
You suck.
Wow, Lost. What the fuck, bro?
You fucking died.
I blame Kaiden.
Your ashes died. Holy.
You know, honestly, I'm gonna make this what's it called? This little point out real quick. I find it very fun that a lot of people are saying Bartz is their biggest regret, but he was one of the most hyped up BC pluses. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
The thing with that is that we did not know at the time that he would just be.
I'm talking about JP. I'm not talking about Global
at the
now.
time,
He had foresight.
Overall.
Wait, what did you say, Lost?
No, I greened Barnes and JP, and like I thought that he was actually the only reason why I greened them was because of like the good odds and everything like that, and the bravery fund, etc., etc. But like after just like that one fight that he was Synergy, I never used them ever again.
I regret greening him because he's boring as shit.
You greened him because
I didn't fall into the hype because he was still hyped in global, and I told Cross I'm not greening this freaking character.
Yo, I got Ace, and I never looked back.
You decided. No. Wait, hold up. Blondie, you decided that it'd be a good idea to go through every Lufinia Plus beginning with no green at all. So that's you.
Until Jack, then guess what? It happened.
Yeah,
it happened.
Like Ace was so underrated, and Ace came with Bartz, and there were so many people who greened Bartz over Ace, and it's just like Ace has so much damage in his kit at release. Our Ace ran circles around Bartz, but nah, you run Bartz, dude.
I green Bartz because fucking Ace BP did not want to drop for the victory.
Every single time a lot, Founder. Like the one that
was going to green.
You have to go all the way to hard pity for.
Now everything I want, I have to go to hard pity for. Locked, I had to go fucking 690 tokens or whatnot. Every other LD character I want, I've had to go hard pity. This game hates me.
Well, just get good.
Just don't make it hate you.
Oh my god. Alright, so good players get the weapons. Right.
Yeah, good players get the weapons. Yay. I guess I'm just a bad player 24/7. Got noted.
No.
Shut up, Goofy. Get on mute now. No. Get you on mute now. Go back to being mute. Go back to being mute, you fucker.
Yo!
No.
I was like, damn, I can't talk no more.
But I think I'm just happy that Lufinia Plus is just getting done and over with. I'm tired. Shit's boring. It's not fun. I don't know how you guys find this shit fun. Y'all find it fun just clapping through the same easy content over and over again. I find that shit boring.
Yeah, I do find that kind of boring.
But here's the thing, right? The thing that I've been enjoying a lot about Global is that every single time that a Global first event comes out, I've enjoyed it every single time that a Global first event comes out.
Oh yeah, that I agree. Yeah,
very fun. And then the the very hard mode plus version of Boss Rush made me laugh my ass off because of how much or like how tanky the behemoth, the Bahamut was, and how dangerous the Pinello ad was. So they made
Pinello,
a very tanky boss in Wave
Pinello
2, and Pinello ad is more dangerous than the boss.
What I thoroughly enjoyed from that boss rush particular is Wave 1. Now, Wave 1 was probably the easiest, but they essentially took off our Brave games, and everyone was like,
"Oh yeah,
holy shit, what do I do? What do I do?" And then we're over here with Brave damage cap up, like Lulu.
So I ran Lock. I ran Lock for Wave 1, and Lock just made Wave 1 way easier to manage. Wave
My
2,
Lock green.
So Wave 2 was like the trickiest one because you have to deal critical damage, and it's just like he can't be broken. And then he turn warps, and it's just like, yo, if you don't have a way to counter that, Zach comes in and handles that very easy.
People
but
die.
Still,
people die in dances.
Oh yeah, but Wave 3 was the fun one though. I enjoyed that. It did so many group AoEs, and it just straight up tells you if you don't have the way to reduce damage, you're dead. Just straight up, Aiko is like the major savior here, or just you can actually just because I have no HP, you can just burn them down within a burst phase and get it over with.
I did that. Like, I tried tanking it with Warrior of Light Call, and then it was the plus version, so they just breathed, took my shields, and then just killed me. Like, oh well then.
Well, you just suck. So
shut the fuck up.
Oh Lord.
Why is it everything like this, bro? I beat it in the first place anyway. It doesn't matter.
Like once we got Crevasse was fun.
Crevasse was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm trying to
think
of the
what best events.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meteor was very good. Very
for sure. Because Cloudy with a Chance of Meteor really, really tested you if you really knew which units could hit and not deal damage, or which units could hit over 800k comfortably every single time. And then for those who were just like, don't pull for Anna Crow just shred that fight too.
Crevasse was a fucking roster check and a half. Holy shit.
You're a roster check and a half.
What?
Crevasse, okay, so I know that there was another situation of
Oro synergy, by the way.
Yeah.
-3.
Get your facts straight.
Yeah, I just enjoyed the fact that they tried to fuck over Garnet because she couldn't hit over 800k on her LD follow up, unless you're running like a lot of HP cap up, then she can. But it was just like any type of damage that hit the boss that wasn't 800k just counted against you, and it's just like, oh man.
Bro, honestly, I'm gonna say so now. Any global first exclusive fight that made it really hard to use Garnet was a plus for me because we knew how broken she was, and the fact that Cloudy with a Chance of Meteor made it extremely tough to run Garnet there was a huge W.
The one before that. She hindered her damage.
She's still insanely overtuned as well. Like, people used her in T9, and I mean, it was more or less a joke. People died, obviously, with Garnet, but they had a way easier time.
Oh man, I have seen a lot of things. Due to how powerful she is, I really do appreciate how strong she is. But even though she's that powerful, she cannot protect you from bad play. If you were playing poorly, you will still get murdered, even with Garnet and the team. I enjoy that.
I think what Garnet does, she's one of those units that has the false sense of security type beat, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, where people will use her, right? And then think they're invincible. It's the same thing that Camdis is going to have. And yes, I'm going to make it stick. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But Camdis? Titus Cam? Yeah. I think when people get like this OP unit or busted unit, they think they're like God or invincible, and then they forget how to play the game. And when it comes time to know how to play the game, it turns into doom posting, and then doom posting turns into complaining.
Yeah, adult playground Reddit.
The
like,
playground is Reddit.
So like, I feel like with the fights, as long because we've already seen them before, and if a lot of people have seen them before, again, it speaks to the whole narrative of people who watch JP already know what's coming. They already know how to handle the fight, so they can already pre-plan like which ones they're going to be rolling with, regardless. But with the global first events, it always threw something in the mix that always either was something that was brand new to us, we didn't know how to work with it, or it took us a second to really think about it. Because if you think about the Lena event, the global first Lena event,
Lena.
if you used the Suna with Yuna and the wave one, it just straight up killed you.
Oh, no, that was funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And wave
I use that.
Wave 2 is the worst because it had blessing on them and they debuffed you to where you can't you deal half your HP damage.
And
So
they have
it's
magic absorb.
Yep. They have magic absorb.
Wait, someone in your chat loss just said. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna read this. Someone in your chat loss just posted. Skill issue turns into doom posting. Doom posting goes into threat messages. Then it goes to quitting, and then returning player, and then rinse and repeat.
I agree with this.
Oh, you need to screenshot that. I like that. That needs to be
a permanent
screenshotted.
message now.
No, but like, or better yet, the Freya event, when the Freya event came out for her global, for her LD. Oh my god, that was so much fun. I enjoyed that one too. That was actually really, really fun. So there has been some highlights for global, and I really do appreciate the devs for putting or like going the extra mile to make it a little bit more enjoyable. Because every single time that we got an Abyss too, like that custom Abyss that we got, that we can just customize whatever we want for that. I thought that was kind of neat that we can do that.
Let me screenshot that comment. I like that comment.
I screened it as well.
If they keep making global first events, I feel like global won't be as stale, but the global first events definitely made it a lot more fun, and we didn't have burnout that bad. Seriously.
You know what's one thing you can make that whole thing better? If you just make a skill issue turns into doom posting threat, and then doom posting goes into threat message, and then threat message goes to quitting, and then after quitting, it's no. Actually, you put Reddit in between doom posting and threat messages.
Oh my god, or just falsely saying that somebody being threatened, but whatever.
Bro,
Anyway.
no, there's people.
No, we are done with this conversation. No more. Moving on.
bro, there are some.
It's like I've had my W on me there.
No, Kaden, you have to understand that there are some people who take some things in this game to heart, bro. We still have people, and I'm not judging, and this is honestly not insulting you or anything, and anyone that really feels offended by this, but we have people getting offended by Vincent's LD name.
Of course. I have read that Reddit post. I have seen that Reddit post. Like, it doesn't take much for somebody to be offended, but like, at the end of the day, if you saw it in the original game and found it okay, but you don't want it in a handheld game, I don't know what else. Like, it sounds like a you issue, not the rest of the game. I think it's just a you issue at that point.
But I gotta blame somebody, man.
It's a video game.
Exactly. Like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, like why so serious?
Game is a game on your phone. It's a gotcha game on your phone or BlueStacks if you're a PC nerd. But like, guys,
wait, hold up. There's no way it's actually called that, right, Alex? I'm about to Google that shit. There's no way it's actually called that, right?
What?
No way it's actually
Wait,
called that.
what?
Wait, really?
There's no way it is.
Oh my god.
Please tell me it isn't.
Yeah, there is a stream going on, right?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's
it actually is. That is hilarious.
I was about to say
my
something.
god.
It is called that in JP.
Oh my god, that is terrible.
Japan, explain yourself.
Why? Explain yourself.
Alex has ruined my interpretation of Vivi now.
I can't believe that. Oh my god. I can
That
never.
is quite a shocker. Holy shit.
I can never
During
look
that
at
BB
ever
was
the
designed
same
to be like
again.
a super weapon.
I didn't realize that either, but okay, sure, go for it.
Bro.
I mean, I think in the
I'm so sorry.
No,
Actually,
dude.
what's funny is that I
Ruined
think,
my immersion.
My immersion.
I mean, doesn't
No, she's not joking.
doesn't Fang curse in JP when she does whirlwind cross?
Yes.
she does. She actually curses.
She curses.
really?
Yeah, she calls you like a
curses.
bastard or whatnot.
I
Or
think
says
it's like
fuck you.
eat it or eat shit and take this with you.
Oh, yeah,
bastard.
eat
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, Fang even better.
She just
You know-
fucking
you know
cursing
that-
you out.
No, you know, Savage EX in Japanese is called bondage whips.
Bondage
Hey
whip?
yo,
I'm good,
Yeah.
thank you.
Alfie's
Yo,
favorite
explain
thing.
yourself.
Yo.
This is your
Yo.
saga run.
Yo, I'm telling
Yo.
you, Indo is here now, so Indo can defend stepping on Legos. Indo, tell them how you feel.
Yeah, Lego stepping with Legos is nice. It makes me numb to pain. It makes me
No pain.
No wonder you be like,
makes
oh,
me
never mind. I should have said that in
resist
public.
to. I resist to physical trauma even more.
Fucking Christ.
Even all that, I don't think that beats someone's literal Japanese name is called blackface.
Wait, who?
Wait, what the freak?
Who? Wait, you can drop this bombshell and not
It's a
tell us the
Xenoblade
fucking person.
Character.
Oh, Xenoblade? So, wait, literally just called. Oh my
Yeah.
Metal Face's name in Japan.
Japanese as the language is wild.
Yo, so we were here talking about FR, so somehow we derailed. I feel like I'm on
No.
Heavily, yeah.
The thing is, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, right? I talked about Vincent's LD name, and the next thing you know, someone mentions about Vivi's LD Apocalypse being called something completely fucked up in Japanese, and I was just like, "There's no way it's actually called that."
No.
Oh my god, Lord.
Okay, I'm muting Indo.
We got this.
Yeah, Alex, forever. My lawyers will contact your lawyers.
My lawyers.
It's ruined.
Your lawyers, oh god.
But
You're gonna
anyway,
pay for this.
No, you're
you
fine,
said.
Alex. You're fine.
we were talking about FRs. What was the last thing before we we derailed the combo?
Vivi? I don't freaking
Speaking
know.
of Vivi, I wonder when you're gonna get FR.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on VV because, like, at this point, I think it's safe to say that at some point they're going to introduce BTs for just about every fan favorite character.
There's no limit. Anybody can get a BT now.
Yeah, they literally
Anyone
said
important
can
can get a BT. Not
Oh
I can't.
no. Okay, well at this
Yeah,
point,
he's waiting for
I can
that
think of
Sunday
a
BT.
couple of BTs I'm waiting for.
They literally said
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make a joke. I'm gonna make a joke right here. I can't. Steffi's about to pop off when Kate said gets a BT and it's his beam. And next thing you know, you just see Kate's body, Kate's head,
Oh,
just
no.
photoshopped on Sephiroth. The one with
Hey,
the
not gonna lie.
Wait, what?
Rufus. When are we getting Rufus, man?
Freaking Lord of the damn soundboard.
Hold on, let me see if I
That's
can
not
get
me.
it.
That's not me.
What do you mean that's not you?
Where's the Ultra Instinct, Lard?
That was not me. Alright.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Indo never lies. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Where's the Instinct, Lard?
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you.
We're so stupid, I swear.
I'm telling you, it's perfection.
No, but Jordan is correct. All of FF12 characters. I don't know what.
I love Lard, bro. Holy shit.
Someone in chat
Mellow.
said FF12 will all get BTs. Listen, as long as Bosch gets his outfit in Revenant Wings, that would look sick.
Oh,
That
I
was-
Get ready
was
for-
talking about the outfit when he was in prison.
Yeah, that's the one.
Wait, you want to look at that?
I thought that's the outfit you were
Hey,
talking
yo.
Hey, yo, he says.
Seffi's about to join us.
Oh no.
Hey yo.
Hey yo, hey yo.
The better.
All the AOs, oh my god.
We need a soundbite for that now.
You see,
about. So many people.
He's-
Like, Jesus Christ.
I full on support Steffi. That man showed us the beauty of Reno FR.
Stephanie has shown.
Yo, here he is. Here he is. Here he is.
What's up, Steffi?
Shut up!
Oh my God.
Stupid soundbite.
Oh my god, this is
Yeah,
chaotic, holy shit.
commentary from the other side of the world.
But what's up, Zephy?
What a grand entrance.
I am good.
Good to have you here, bro.
Just so you know, this is VC every day, people.
Well, let's see. She's a better female lead than Luna Freya. So yeah.
Hey.
You were about to say Arnea, bro. I heard you.
Then Aranea. Better throw hands.
Listen, there's someone.
Aranea BT1, bro.
Listen, there's someone out there that wants Arnea to the Vital Crusher.
Isn't that you?
Yo.
Cross.
Let them.
He said,
Like
"Let
the
them."
motherfucker that say you want Fang to high wind you?
Listen, bro, it's worth it. Bro, listen. The moment I see that spear and she does high wind, I'm just like, just kill her.
You say Arbor? That's an odd way to spell Emmett, but alright.
Oh my.
You know, bro, listen, if you ever played 13, you wouldn't know how flirty Fang is. Like, Alfie knows.
Bro, you don't.
Fang is flirting around Veneer.
Bro, one of her lines is literally called "Night Sunshine." Like, in that voice, that's totally worth it.
Chill out, bro.
That's Cross's safe word.
That's sunshine.
Okay, listen.
I don't think I was going to be a part of this chat anymore.
It's better than some of the other shit I've seen. It's better than some of the other shit I've seen.
Like what?
Your name is very true right now, Kaiden.
No.
I blame Lost.
Do you really want to know Lost?
Probably not, because this
Can
video will
can
probably be
get back to the
privated.
question? I thought this was a Q&A. Can we get back to the question?
It is a Q&A, apparently. It's a...
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a Q&A. Thank you very much.
Hold on. Y'all want a Q&A? What's your favorite Type 0 unit in the game?
I never played it.
7.
Type 0.
He said it like so quickly.
Get slack for this, but I actually like 8. 8 is pretty cool.
King
is
very
nice.
Queen.
King is fun on Type 0.
Wait, hold on.
Did you say
Did
king?
you guys see what I said? I said 3.
King.
3. Remember, 3.
King, he said. King.
Oh, what did he say king?
Why does
Not
Endo-
King. King isn't in Type 0.
Wait, Endo, who's your third?
Okay, so it's 7, and then King, and then Ace.
Oh, he wants to
Or
do
wait,
after he finishes.
The game Type 0 or in DFO?
Yeah, I heard.
DFOO.
0.
Oh, it's DFO. I thought Type 0.
DFOO, yes.
Oh, I thought you
Alright.
said type...
7, size, Ace.
I would say Rim.
For what I like to play, it'd probably be Cater, Queen, and I guess Rem.
Yeah, Rim, Queen, and Slice would be for me then.
Rem seems like a lot of people's go-to.
Like, Rim is good. LD Rim is perfect.
Boo Rem is even better.
Yes, even better.
You ain't gonna see me blowing Rem, bro.
Fuck you, Bluer.
No. I'll do it if you buy me the token bundle.
The token bundle.
Now to not use it on Rem and use it on someone else.
Alright, bro, I'm not donating your shit. Fuck out of here.
Like,
Donating to the very guy that says fuck you every single time I wake up.
I think when Trey first showed up, Trey had an awesome debuff that not a lot of units had. So to be able to auto break something, regardless of the Brave, was actually kind of cool. I appreciated Trey then.
Listen, Gotcha
I wanna.
and Lost' chat, you have taste. I saw Trey. That is taste.
I wanna ask this. What is everyone's like favorite and least favorite DE stage? Transcendence.
My favorite one, tier 6. Under hates it. No, I'm joking.
Amazing.
Afraid to answer this question.
Yeah, you gotta answer it. Come on. Everyone in order.
Tier 10.
Tier 10.
Tier 10 was scary. Tier 10 was scary.
Tier 10 was rough.
That's your most hated one. And then, what's your favorite one? If you have one.
These nuts.
Okay, so
Oh,
like,
T7 with Maria and Kate.
Fair enough. Right, Kaiden?
Tiers, I would say tier 6 was probably my favorite. Just the fact that the characters I used were very
Well, you're a
and on
debuff
top of that,
supremacist,
like, I didn't mind Yeah, I believe in debuff supremacy. So I didn't mind throwing debuffs every fucking turn. I didn't mind it.
Jeez.
Jesus Cristo.
No,
What
but
about
like,
you,
okay, if I'm gonna be honest, if I can be absolutely honest,
No.
the birds that went from like black to white, those pissed me off. Like,
Tier
first
2?
time dealing with
That's the
The
Mario.
yeah,
last
tier 2 pissed
ones?
me off.
Oh
Because
god, tier 2
look,
last wave
you
is
couldn't
so...
heal.
Oh
Hey, yo,
shit.
Black.
Yeah, like
Just use Ignis.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
just use this. Yeah, sure. Let me kill myself. Let me kill myself with the recall.
I had the bright idea. I had the bright idea of using Kate Sif, and I was killing myself with the HP regeneration.
All this just sounds like massive skill issue when it comes to tier.
All this sounds like
Oh,
you should
bro,
shut the
I was
fuck
waiting
up.
for somebody to say something.
Anything for the dude that had the solar vibe. Everybody, nah, dude, we not gonna. Not good.
You just mad because you ain't got to use Stall.
Oh,
Who's the one at low health?
My favorite one is probably tier 9.
Oh no, Yoshi!
I like tier 9. I like tier 9, and then my least favorite was tier 8 because tier 8 was literally a fucking slog.
Is that the dragon one?
That's
Yeah,
probably,
that's the
that's probably mine as
Oh,
well. Like,
yeah.
I hate tier 8 and I like tier 9.
Actually, now that I think about it, well, never mind. The first one wasn't as scary because anybody who used Cloud had an easier time with it. But like Paladin Cecil was like MVP of that one, I think.
It is the most it was really restricted at launch.
Yeah, on launch it was.
Or launch was my least favorite.
My favorite and like my hated are kind of ironic. Cause like, well, my most hated is tier 6. Everyone knows this.
Yes, I remember.
Yes,
I'm fair
yes,
to that.
I know. As you can see.
Do you now?
And then I don't know. I like tier 9 a lot now, for some reason.
Because free
I'm
chicken?
biased towards T9 because like I used my favorite character in it, so I'm biased towards T9. I didn't want to say that.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, same. I like tier 9 because I use
T9
it
also
on
kind of
environment.
like you kind of like have to think about a lot of things with the orb and whatnot, and how to work around it,
Like-
and the
like
shields. What's your damage output?
It really is car flow.
Makes you think a lot. Think a
Like
lot.
T9,
Making me
as
consider
long
get
as you're
sliced.
above, I think as long as you're above 15 on the turn count before they cleanse themselves and put on all the buffs, I think that's probably the greater thing about it.
Yeah.
And I as Cross said earlier, there was like a lot of doom posting behind it. You absolutely needed Vincent to do it, or if you didn't have Vincent, it was impossible to do it without him. Then it was like people who actually did it without Vincent, and then it's like, okay, then do it without Kadaj because he turned up. Thanks Alfie for putting that out there.
That's what I say.
You know what
tier 9 took out all the weak people. It showed them that they were frauds.
Yeah,
They were frauds.
No, you know what's actually crazy? We could thank tier 9 for showing us who actually are the bad players, because when you think about it, right? You have people saying shit like, "Oh, do it without Vincent." All right, we got someone who do it without Vincent. Do it without Kadaj. All right, we got someone do it without Kadaj. Someone even went as far as say, do it with only with no BT, no featured character, and someone already said, "All right, I did it right here."
And they're like, "Bro,
I think it's like 17% of the player base have beaten it right now, if I recall correctly.
I mean,
And
go ahead.
usually before, it would have been a lot more by now. But yeah, nonetheless,
I mean, I was called insane for doing it twice.
I had to do it 2 times because I failed HP rec literally at the last second.
Yo, that HP requirement made me laugh my ass off.
Bro, you want to know what happened to me?
Like, I completed it, and then, like, I took a different team, and then completed it again.
So immediately, when they were at 2% HP, I got hit with a double ice blow.
Oof.
A double ice blow. Literally, when they're 2%.
Fellas, I want to make an announcement that Simply Lost just died again.
Yeah, we're fast
he's a
too.
garbage player.
Look, I'm running with limited characters here. Let me know.
Ash keep on dying, bro. What's Ash doing?
Oh, I'm gonna complete it. Don't get me wrong. I'll complete it.
Hold on. No, I'm just looking at the statement of I'm running with limited characters with Ash on the floor again.
Hey, Lost, do us a favor. Just pull for Dark Knight Cecil 5 head.
Okay,
Wait, go
bet
back
I
to
will.
that Scythe
I'll use my 1
Scythe
mil
deal.
gems to do so.
Zonde.
A user tier 7?
Use Zonde on tier whatever it was, 13.
Tier whatever.
Zonde.
Yo, I just see Alfie over here with the T pose.
Oh, I'm redoing that stage.
What in the
What
hell
the
is that,
hell?
Lars?
It's
It's
Founder's favorite food.
Shut the fuck up, Alfie. No.
Green cheeks?
No, never.
What
You
the
say
fuck
that,
is that?
These are so
cake
live.
at parties.
If y'all want to know what it is that I'm reacting to, you don't want to know.
Look, I'm literally getting so many people.
There is one question I do have, and it's related to characters.
One of your multiple questions.
One of your. How about this, Founder? How about you stop being a fucking
Okay.
a sour?
Fucking hell.
How about you stop being sour? How about you stop being sour?
Cross, ask the damn question.
All right, you want to know the damn question? All right, cool. Why does Founder suck so much dick at this gate? No, I'm joking.
Alright, so moving on, I have a question from a family member who would like to ask you a question, Lance. This family member is asking, what are your thoughts on X-Death? X-Death seems like a lot of fun, but he seems like he's not really great in FR era.
His poison sucks.
Yeah, his poison could be better.
It doesn't scale with FR. But then again, it could also
Okay, I didn't know y'all was simply Losh. What the hell?
Yes. Like, this is a family member
Losh.
asking Ross question.
Gosh.
No,
This
it's
is
pretty much.
simply called.
Mira, cállate. So pretty much what everybody else said. It's like his poison could have been better. He is actually another character that I do regret greening.
X-Death?
Yes.
XE definitely.
Yeah.
XE
You regret greening Flex Death?
Yeah, Flex
Damn,
dude.
bro.
His never mind. I was about to say something. Never mind.
What lost?
No, I forgot. Next
No,
question.
no, said no.
No.
So the next question,
Este persona, Founder.
The next question that they asked was, and how do you feel about Laguna's trap being affected by the FR effect, but not any other dot tick affected by the FR effect?
The main difference between the two of them is that Laguna's is affected by HP reductions, but not X-Dits.
Yeah.
It's like Alfie's LD. It's not affected by FR
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just kind of they go plain through defense.
Alfie just sucks.
I do suck at this game. You're right.
Not you.
I mean, he's indirectly saying Alfie sucks anyway, so technically.
It's very hard to say
right on both
Alfie
sides.
or Alfie. Like, which one are we talking about?
I'm talking about the
This
character.
Alfie sucks.
I'm talking about the character.
Default Alfie sucks.
Wow. Both versions of Alfie suck.
Poor Alfie. Damn.
This fucker.
Hey,
I'm not
Alfie,
even saying
we
that he's
should
saying
have
that.
we should have
Thank you very
Thancred.
much for answering this question. He says that he really appreciates getting a veteran's point of view.
No, I suck.
Wait, hold on, okay.
Aren't you a vet?
It's a family member. That's all you need to know. Relax.
I think it's Kaiden.
All right, anyone else got any more questions?
Oh, no,
Because,
like, you won't hear
because
those
we're
type of questions from me.
anyone else got questions?
By the way, to my chat, if y'all want me to green Jagron, y'all already know what to do.
Oh no.
If y'all want me to suffer,
$40. $30.
Yo, get the damn guy to the 30 already. I want to see him green Jagron.
40. Thank you very much. Get it right.
Real quick question.
What's up?
How much for you to drink Jagrin?
How much to what?
How much money to green Jagrin?
I don't know. $45.
Your whole wallet.
$45.
Yeah, $45.
Alfie's ready.
$45?
Alfie's ready. Alfie's
Oh no.
Wait. No. Don't you, I swear to God, Alfie.
Nah.
Don't give
He's gonna
Scorp
get the
what
bag.
he's been wanting for like the past 2.5 weeks.
Hey, Alfie, you
very
know what you
happy.
could do with that $40? You could gift membership, so that way you're not only supporting him, but you're double supporting him.
Wait, what?
Give Scorp what he wants. He wants you to green Jagron.
I mean,
I don't like it right now.
Wasn't
Green
Frost the
Shrek.
one who said that earlier? That I think Frost should green him at this point. Frost, you do it.
Wait, why do I have to green fucking
Because you
Jabron?
said that he was perfect earlier. You said he was fine. Go ahead, use him.
I mean, he has.
Okay, Kaden. I got a genuine question for you, and this is gonna be the test of skill how long you know me. How do you think I have Jagron's kit at all?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
He's like, no.
I mean, Cross.
My bad. No.
Cross, you should green them because that beat
ahead.
music is pretty nice, man.
Oh my god, no! Stop.
Okay. You know what? Here's why I'm going to rant mode. Okay. Seriously, I'll be super honest with you. The only people who green Jagron is either A, they like Shrek, or B, they like Crystal Chronicles, and no one fucking played Crystal Chronicles.
No. You forgot C. They did it for the meme.
No. You forgot C, man. Like, Blind's boy did it out of pity for someone.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
listen, chat. If you guys want to hear something funny, I got a story for you, right?
I'm a drop kick. Blind
So here we go. Cross is over here saying,
Oh, I'll drop kick your ass.
that Jagron is perfectly fine, right? But he gets Tifa on the free pool. You know what he does? Just straight up sells it. And then he's just like,
okay, that don't mean shit.
Go ahead, tell them what they said.
Man, slow and Palestines.
That don't mean shit. If I'm not gonna, Kaden, get this straight, right? If I'm not gonna use the character, why would I even bother having them in my inventory? Does that make any sense to you?
Roster check? I don't know. Like, are you running out of space anytime?
Lost, not lost. God damn it. Kaden, actually no, yeah, lost. Come get your homeboy right here before.
Hey, side piece, relax.
As your co-host, be yourself. Do it yourself. Why are you waiting for somebody else to do your job?
Kaden, here's the thing you understand, right?
Nah, this ain't my main, Alex.
I do not give a fuck. No, Kaden. Here's what I'll tell you. If it's literally a character I do not give a single fuck about, I will not build them. I will sell their shit because that's how I know I'm not going to use them. Why would I waste my time sitting there having a character in my inventory who I know I'm not going to use?
Yeah, Lost, who you linking to? Record.
Lost, what the fuck are you... Lost. Lost.
Wait.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Wait, what? What
What are
happened?
you doing?
You didn't link Core with link Freya with Core's thing.
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh my god.
I'm listening to you guys banter, and this is just entertainment for me in the chat. So
Okay,
Press
so
EX,
listening
move
to
on.
us, no, wait. Listening to us banter is one thing. You not doing the skills means that is a skill issue.
I was gonna say that sounds like
professional JP.
Sounds like
shut up. Shut the hell up. Leave me alone.
This is
I heard
the
that
guy
out.
right here. This is the guy here pumping out all these videos, getting ready for FIR and shit. He needs to get ready to play the game correctly.
You kissed my
What
ass.
you need to do, since Kaiden is
Damn it.
talking back to you gotta demote him and then ban him from the server. And then
Yeah, I'm about to.
and then promote me to mod status.
No, that's
Okay, Ross, think about this.
In
Think
the next
about
5
this.
seconds.
He's going to do what he did to me over there in the Soul server. He muted me.
Bro,
I mean,
I think
Alpha
Alfie will just ban me if I hear his mod just out of spite.
No. You know what?
That laugh doesn't help Alfie. Fuck.
I was
What was
saying
that
this right now
laugh?
is that Alfie's a dictator. You gotta understand that.
Dictator.
That man says, "Oh, fun? You're not allowed to have fun." Who told you to sit back?
Oh, I didn't know.
Founder is a Lagoose.
Oh my god, don't you start with the
People said this was a fun place. Yeah, for me.
People said this is a fun place. This
Yeah,
is
Reddit's
the
a fun
playground
place.
now, not yours.
You know what? We should make a default challenge. We should make a default challenge.
We should
Yes.
not.
No,
make
we.
a
You know what we
default
need to do
You know
is
what
we need
the
to.
challenge is?
Hold on. No.
Talk,
No, I got something better. No.
Reddit.
I got some. No, screw your challenge. I have something better. All right, we need to do what I mentioned about a little over a week ago with us creating a freaking tier list.
Oh yeah, tier.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yo, if we make a tier list, right? Are we gonna be serious, or are we just gonna be like? Are we just gonna be like idiots with it? Because if we're gonna be idiots with it, I have the perfect thing in mind.
Yeah, we can do both.
Waka and Lulu are the best characters in the game. Enough said.
Kane FR is the best FR.
Can we do a DFFOO cancel tier list?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the first one? You?
Is that for the content creator? Oh, whose style was that?
For the top. Mine, of course.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, you know, we could make a tier list with like a tier list of all the bad hot takes in the community.
Oh yeah, Yoshi, you ready?
Here we go. Like, Cross, stop being dramatic.
Oh my, okay. No. So one, no. I'm gonna say this right now. One, you don't like fun. You're old. You don't like fun.
I'm old and I don't like fun.
Oh, you're
Oh
old.
my god. All right, so
You
I'm
hit
old
you with
and
the
I
you're
don't like
old.
fun. Maybe my interpretation of fun is actually doing something that just would end up in, like, I don't know, let's see here, people wanting to tell each other to go jump off a cliff or something. Maybe my version of fun is just like, you know, getting together and probably playing a game of like Among Us, me killing Lost, and then blaming it on you, and you getting hurt. And like you getting space.
No fired.
Yo, KLKJ is speaking my language.
No, we're not doing that.
Best armpit tier list. Oh my
I would
god.
purposely be third imposter and vote out Indolent Lard because he actually had the balls to kill me.
You know what's actually crazy? You know what's actually crazy though is that I mentioned a funny, goofy tier list. This is Caden, the parent of the server.
The parent of the server. Oh no! It's just starting drama.
Bro. Okay, here's the thing, Caden. In this community,
oh my god,
there's drama everywhere. We may not see it, but it's everywhere.
Of course.
I mean, he's not
like
wrong.
when you sit here and say that burning rave is a fire attack. Oh my god! There's no way you say that. That burning rave is a fire attack. And
It's okay. It's okay.
Arguing with people.
Ice breath is an ice attack, Hayden.
Oh my god.
So is Ramses LD ice damage or?
Wait. So by that technicality, right? Does that mean wait, hold on. Let me just say this right now, right? So does that mean that what's it called? Garnet's LD attack is dark damage because it says eternal darkness?
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, look,
and
it's in the name, so it has to be true.
Take care, Jordan.
Zell's burning rave. Zell's burning rave is fire damage.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, if you thought that Zell was thunder damage, you're wrong. He's not thunder damage. He's fire damage. It's totally believable.
Fire.
And this is not, at all not sarcasm. No, it's not sarcasm in the slightest.
No, we're being 100% serious. If you're watching a VOD, just know we're being serious.
Totally serious. Like right now, 100%.
Yo, no, okay, no. On the real though, on the real. Next weekend, next Saturday, let's do the damn tier list.
Oh my god.
Like, is it a legit tier list?
No, it's gonna be a meme tier list, and then maybe we might consider doing a serious tier list, but I don't know.
No, if you want to do a serious tier list, how about this? Do a tier list on what's it called? DFFOO. Actually, don't do that because then you go.
No.
You know? Do you know how? No. That'd be bad because like the fans of these content creators be coming to my channel and be like, "Why are you hating on this and that?"
I am not trying to get canceled.
Yeah, they're about to go into their comment box and be like, they're gonna be like, "Hey, why is Kid and Cortez in B tier? I haven't heard this before in my life."
Oh my god! Yo, I deserve to be in A. I am not B tier.
I am F. I am F tier. I suck.
I'm a solid D tier.
No. Steffi's like my
He's a Steffi tier.
Steffi is my JP brethren, so he can be S tier. I don't care.
No. Steffi's an R tier without question.
Oh no! Why R? Why R?
He's the Reno tier.
He's the Reno tier.
He's only this guy runs Reno and makes Reno actually look good. No, he deserves R tier. Let him have it.
Let us do all the work and kill themselves.
Yeah, there you go.
Let them play the game, not me. Cross.
BG's. What happened?
Oh my god.
Cross would be C tier.
These sound bites are killing me.
Bro, you know what? Honestly, I want Seppi. I have a thumbnail idea for you.
Oh yeah.
Thumbnail
I want
idea.
you.
Oh no.
I want you. If you can edit it, I want you to make a thumbnail where it's really off-turn characters, right? And using Reno's FR, right?
Don't listen.
And
to
I
him.
want you to put on the thumbnail, "Fuck no turning. All my homies bosses get turns." And I'm gonna show you the picture, what it
He
is.
fucked it up again. He fucked it up again.
Like it's core size.
He rehearsed it so much.
He rehearsed it so much, but he fucked it up in the end.
Yes, he did.
Did I
That'll be
actually fuck it
easily
up?
to do.
Yes, you did.
What did I say?
Everything.
Fuck off turn.
Everything.
No, I said fuck 0 turns, you dumbass.
Fuck 0 turns.
Yo, I'm happy that this stream is
No, he said
family friendly. I'm so sorry that these guys are just saying all these bombs. I'm so sorry.
It happened when I joined the call. Like people just naturally start like yelling at each other.
Yeah, you're the aggression. You're the aggression. You're the causing the aggression.
He's
Hold
the
on,
wise one.
Okay, I found the picture. Hold up. I'm gonna do this, Seppi. Hold up. So, Seppi, I'm gonna
in the
post
run
it.
at the moment. But yeah.
I'm gonna post it in the chat. Is this picture right here? Is this picture right here?
Hang on, let me look.
What the hell?
I don't know.
I know this one, yeah. Because all my niggas. Like,
why that one, bro?
That's the meme.
yeah,
that's
is
meme. Yeah, I don't know meme culture. Yo, you know what? I actually think
Don't
something
include me. I know.
I think something old in here. Like, holy shit.
I'm just more.
Oh, that one, yeah. Oh, I can make that work.
Like,
No, Sephi, make your own choices
please,
in life.
Seppi, don't do this.
I can't believe Endo really made an SFN reference right there. I think Endo should be. If we made a tier list for memers, Endo should be number 1. And then Seppi,
I'm an F tier.
I'm an F tier.
F for feet.
I think founder, all my homies type in lore.
Well, at some point, there's got to be an end to this chaos.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Did someone say chaos?
Oh no.
No. Genuine question.
Yeah, Jack Garland has the best booty finisher.
Genuine question. Kaden, do you like fun?
I do like fun.
It doesn't seem like it.
Oh, got him.
Speaking of Jack.
Oh, hold on. I got this.
KO.
Yo.
Yo, is that Tancred?
Is that Tancred?
He does have a
Who said that?
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
It was a Kaiden.
I heard someone say Cope.
That was lost.
It was Kaiden.
Who said is that Thancred?
Lost.
It must be Cope,
We're
right?
using Alfie over here to fight a battle that
Jack's
you
BT
can win.
thing does more than Thancred's damage.
I'm too tired. For this. I'm not
Listen,
I'm too tired for this.
are you simple and clean, or are you simple and cringe?
Get out.
Oh my god.
Right, I'm
gonna
done.
like cringe inhibitors.
You should You should simply shut
So
the
let's end off the stream with a Lord or Blind Eye soundbite.
Yeah. Next thing you know, no, just have them do the entire sanctuary opening from Cage 2.
God, no,
All
we're
right,
gonna
let's
hit
end
by
with
a
an Ultra
copyright.
Instinct Lard. Let's end with an Ultra Instinct Lard.
Why do I find that so funny?
Oh.
I don't get why I find that so funny.
I'm gonna tell you, Founder, I'm catching up on mobile content. I just did Sice's event and I used Zonde. I just figured you should know.
Oh my god. Why do we need to know that you saw it?
Oh boy.
Every time I use Zonde in a piece of content, I'm just gonna let Founder know.
Alright, let's go ahead and end this off. Since questions have died down, we're just out here talking smack. So, we shall schedule a tier list mean stream for next Saturday, and we'll see how that chaos is gonna end up being.
You know, I have a question for your people in chat, Lost, and I want to ask, and I want to see what kind of response I get.
Just walk away.
So out of all the ridiculous shit you heard in this movie, right? In terms of character terms, like Sissy Nanny,
we're going there, huh?
Apparently. What's up, Angel Pedro?
Which one's your favorite?
It'd have to be the Kaiden text.
Listen, we're gonna make the next wave is Candace.
Candace. Oh my god. Anyways, we're done here. Thank you everybody for coming out. We appreciate y'all as always. And that's gonna be it.
I'm sorry for your brain cells, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your brain cells. At this point,
have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Take care, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Hashtag Candace. I better see your trend.
Oh my god.